You are listening live. Welcome into the Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week on our Triplecast tonight. You're listening on ESPN 97.7, watching on Sports Radio 977.com, as well as CEC TV. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson will have you tonight for Snow Canyon versus the Morgan Trojans. Both of these teams 1-0 heading into tonight's game. Appreciate Ideal Home and Paint. They've been your home and paint expert since 1973, locally owned and operated by Ray Odette. 2 locations. Check out their new showroom, 4096 South River Road. Ideal has that. Double D, how we feeling on a Friday night, buddy?
I'm feeling good because I got Carl Frankie right here to chalk it up with tonight. I'm really excited. 3-man booth tonight. Week 2, you learn a lot more. Week 1, it's fun. You know, you get the butterflies out. 4-3 for Region 10 last week, and one of those teams that got a win was the Snow Canyon Warriors. But this is a really rich, proud tradition that's always a powerhouse in football. This Morgan Trojans team really played toe-to-toe with Snow Canyon last year. I went up to Morgan, called that game in the first, the third, and the fourth quarter. Morgan hung. Second quarter, you know, they got away from the Trojans a little bit, and Snow Canyon was able to win that game. But this is one of those games where Nolan Perry thinks it could be an 8-10 advantage for Snow Canyon at home. But this is a good Morgan. I think I was very impressed watching a little bit of the highlights against Bear River. Bear River's usually a really pretty solid team, and they pretty much destroyed them in Week 1 last week.
Yeah, Morgan's always been that real tough-nosed, gritty team. You always know what you're going to get. They're not going to go away today. And, you know, they're going to give, I think, Snow Canyon everything they can handle tonight if Snow Canyon doesn't execute.
You're listening to our Interior Design Center pregame show, making your house more of a home. See some of their stylish looks on Instagram or visit interior-designcenter.com. One of the big storylines after last week, Devin, was newcomer Hunter Johnson, who was a star last week for Snow Canyon against Cypress.
Took a while. Didn't score in the first quarter. In fact, Cypress had a touchdown called back. It was 0-0. Then Hunter Johnson really settled in. Threw an 18-yarder to Brooks Esplin, ran for a touchdown, then threw one to Will Warner from 47 yards out. Then he hit Jake Hill in what was our Region Rush top play of the week. Great throw back shoulder. Jake Hill goes in up high, climbs the ladder, makes the touchdown grab, rushed for another touchdown. So 4 total touchdowns. You love that when a junior steps in his first game and can have that efficient win and play well like Hunter Johnson did.
Well, and now you got to have a team that has some film under their belt too, right? So they're going to have to do a few things to get him early, get the ball out quick, get him in a rhythm if they're going to continue that success, because Morgan saw what was on film the week before. They're going to probably try to get some pressure on him, make him feel uncomfortable, and take away some of his reads early.
That's Carl Frankie alongside Devin Dixon and Andy Thompson. You're listening to the Interior Design Center pregame show. We're going to take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you our Camping World keys to the game, as well as some of our coaches' comments from earlier from the Devin Dixon show. Quick break. Back with our Camping World keys to the game right after this on ESPN 97.7.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
And welcome back. Snow Canyon High School inside our Interior Design Center pregame show. Check out their stylish looks on Instagram or visit interiordesignCenter.com. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie, Andy Thompson on the broadcast tonight. Time now for our Camping World keys to the game. Get your camping adventure starting at Camping World, campingworldstgeorge.com or 1500 Hilton Drive. All right, Devin, let's start with you. What do you got tonight? Keys to the game.
Quickly, I talked to Kendall Prescott, who used to work for me at ESPN Radio, played football at Dixie State. He's the DB coach for Morgan for Coach Barlow. And he said a couple things that stood out to me. He's like, one, we made way too many mistakes last week, so I think they got to clean up the penalties. You know, they won convincingly, but it was not a clean game for them. And against Snow Canyon, who Coach said was the best opponent that Morgan played all year
Yeah.
last year. They know they can't make those types of mistakes. The other thing is, he said they're going to try to disguise their blitzes in that 3-4 front they'll run. They'll try to come at Hunter Johnson from some different angles and try to make him make the correct read. So I'm looking at Snow Canyon picking up that blitz, or I'm looking at Morgan as a key. Can they put pressure on Hunter Johnson and get to him within a second and a half, 2 seconds? So those are a couple things that I think are going to be pretty pivotal tonight.
I think early on in the preseason, you have issues usually in special teams and in tackling. You don't get a lot of live tackling in practice. So, every missed tackle is about a 12-yard gain afterwards. And you see that all over the field early in the preseason, kids not breaking down, making tackles. And then also special teams are huge. There's not usually, unless you carve out a lot of time in practice to work on it, you just really don't get enough reps at it, and it's usually a big part of the game.
If you're Coach Esplin, Devin, and you're facing a team that sends 5-6 almost every time like they did against Bear River, we'll see if they do that tonight or that aggressive. What are you telling him on his pre-snap reads and everything like that?
Well, I think he's got to trust his young offensive line. If you remember last year, that was one of the most impressive front fives. I mean, they had a solid guy all the way across the board on that O-line, and they really liked Bretton Stone and trying to run the ball between the tackles. So I think Hunter Johnson, early in that game, Cypress is bigger than Morgan, but I think Morgan might have as much speed. So it's going to be an adjustment for these linemen tonight, and I think Hunter's going to have to get a feel for it as he goes. But I think another key in the importance of this O-line this year, Fruity's back, Alejo, but other than that, they've got 4 new guys up front, and you can't undervalue. Coach knows this as well as anybody. You're only as good as your offensive line most years.
Absolutely. You're listening to our Interior Design Center pregame show inside our Ideal Home and Paint triple cast game of the week here at Snow Canyon High School. They're taking on the Morgan Trojans in week 2 of 4A football. Thanks for being with us. We got 6 of the 7 games, I should say, at Region 10 on Sports Radio 977.com. Don't forget to tune into the Region Rush Friday night edition when all the games end. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, we're thrilled to be here at Snow Canyon High School. Let's look at the captains out there right now. I see Fruity out there, one of the captains, as well as Drake Kelly for Snow Canyon, Jordan Wade, and Logan Mendenhall, Devin, who's suiting up.
A lot of the guys that we had at our Region 10 Media Day representing the Warriors for Coach Esplin, and this is a very talented junior class. They've got, but they've got some seniors like the guys out there that can get it done. This is still a pretty young Snow Canyon team, and they lost Bretton Stone and they lost Landon Fry last year, but they've kind of just reloaded, and a lot of people kind of slept on them a little bit. They were picked 4th in the preseason poll. I think the Snow Canyon team is good enough to contend for the title, like they did last year. They were 6-1 in region. Their only loss was to Pineville. That was a really close game, but I could see them on the flip side sliding down to 4 or 5. So, these preseason games are going to tell a lot about how this young squad continues to progress under Coach Esplin and Coach Nowatzki. So it's going to be a fun one tonight because, like we've talked about, Morgan's going to come down here, and they're going to get after it. This is a team that's well-coached, rich tradition, and they're not going to back down from the Warriors.
All right, time now. We'll give you our Star Watch, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine and Performance. Improve speed, power, agility, and overall performance at Intermountain Sports Performance. Certified trainers of all Region 10 athletes for over 20 years. Give them a call at 251-2299. Let's start with Morgan, Devin, for our Star Watch player. Who do you like for the Trojans tonight to step up for them in week 2?
Well, it's one of 2 guys, so maybe we'll go with the duo. William Lance, their running back. This kid had to step up and start. He was the backup tailback, but COVID hit, and he had to start in the state championship game against Juab. And then Nick Despain, their quarterback, dual threat guy that I think can run it and throw it. He's a guy that they converted from slot receiver to quarterback. So those 2 guys are going to be my pick for the Star Watch tonight for Morgan.
All right, we're going to take a break for our national anthem. 2-minute break. Back with the kickoff right after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Caligras. You'll be on the SWAT team.
Welcome back. Snow Canyon High School. Warriors have sprinted in. If you're watching on Sports Radio 977 or CEC TV, see the big American flag and 3 Warriors flags. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson on the call tonight. Let's get back to our Star Watch for the home team, Devin, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Johnson's easy to pick, but let's go with Mendenhall tonight. I mean, this guy is like the Swiss Army knife of this Snow Canyon team. You can put him on offense. You can put him on defense. I think Mendenhall is a guy I want to spotlight tonight. But they have 2 newcomers, Coach, that didn't play last week, and let's see what kind of impact they have.
Yeah, I think one of them is from Pleasant Grove High School, just got cleared to play today. Devin Jensen, a senior, 5'11", 185-pound kid. I think he's a wide receiver, so we'll see what he does. And then number 52, Eric Urias, a senior, 6'1", 255. So we've got a couple newcomers. We'll see if we see him on the field tonight.
Here's the boot from Luke Olson into the end zone for a touchback. Our kickoff's brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. Check out Dr. Hendrickson's 5-star reviews at simplywisdomteeth.com. Get all 4 wisdom teeth pulled for just $899 as we see the all-black uniforms and the Golden Dome helmets of Snow Canyon enter the field. They'll be on offense.
They look good, but I would have pushed those back into September or October.
Because
although that rain and the clouds, it's only about a kickoff temperature about 98 today.
It was cool last night with that breeze. It's about 85 degrees at about 8:30 last night. So it's cooling down a little bit.
Here comes Hunter Johnson in the huddle, going up against that 3-4 defense for the Morgan Trojans.
Maybe a little bit of an advantage that it's not 110 for the Trojans, right?
Yeah.
In the backfield with Hunter Johnson is Devin Jensen, the kid that we referenced earlier on in the pregame show. Hard count gets the Trojans to jump.
It already looks like the Trojans are going to play a little bit of cover 3 to the field into the trips, and then they're manning up into the boundary one-on-one here.
They were a little jumpy, though. You know, they showed a little pressure there, and they got caught in the neutral zone, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Trojans.
5 yards closer to the Fabulous Freddy's first down. And Snow Canyon taking their time in the huddle. Time now for our Sky Mountain starting lineups. We look at some of the receivers. Jordan Wade, the near side wideout. He was one of their best guys in the playoffs last year for the Warriors. Hunter Johnson will pull it down, and he'll get wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage on a draw play for no gain.
Yeah, Noah Baraston, nice job just sliding over and then tracking him down, and a pretty good tackle there.
Will Warner enters the game for the Warriors. He had a big catch and score on a nice yard after catch play last week for the Warriors.
Already Morgan looks like they've been changing up defensive coverages. They were in 3, now they're in 2. Again, switching it up here, 3 to the wide side of the field.
Shotgun snap to Johnson, setting up a screen complete to Devin Jensen, who will get enough for the Fabulous Freddy's first down.
That was a good play call there. Threw it into the blitz, and then he's got man-to-man coverage there, so you know that corner's not squatting, and he's got his back turned, so that was a good play call there.
Yeah, good timing on the release point on that screen. And number 42, Riker Adams helping out on that stop for the Trojans defensively, but that'll be a nice little chain mover, right? You get the penalty, and then a nice productive play there after that run went for nothing there to move the sticks.
Will Warner now the near side wide receiver. Jake Hill also entered the game, number 6 for Snow Canyon. Here's Johnson, back with Jensen. He'll hand it right up the middle. Jensen waltzes his way for a few yards right up the middle.
Yeah, pretty basic there. Just nice power read there, handing the ball off out of the pistol, and hard running.
About a 4-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 6. Appreciate all of our local sponsors helping us bring you Region 10 action tonight, including Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy. Walk-ins are always welcome. Ask for the MVP treatment at 2 Southern Utah Sport Clips locations. Twins to either side. They'll motion across. Nowatzki, shotgun snap. He's looking left, flushed out of the pocket, steps up, and then he's hit and brought down, sacked by number 27 of the Trojans. That's Everett Gilson.
Yeah, the Trojans changed up their coverage there. You notice the motion across. The safety went with them, so they were in a man scheme, a man-free scheme. Kind of caught them with the blitz there, and they weren't ready for it.
3rd and long coming up for Snow Canyon. And Morgan putting on a little pressure there. We saw Hunter Johnson step up in the pocket last week against Cypress a couple times to make big plays, but that time ran right into the linebacker.
Be interesting to see what Morgan does here on 3rd down and long, if they bring pressure or they just play zone.
Trips to the right of Johnson. He's looking that way. Flushed out of the pocket, steps up again, and we're going to see his wheels. He's easily going to get the first down. Crosses midfield, lowers his shoulder, and a big conversion there for Hunter Johnson.
Well, you can see this kid's a dual threat. He's 6'1", about 185, but he starts striding out, and he's got some good moves in the open field. Finishes that runoff at the end, putting his shoulder down, getting every yard he can. Good running vision from the quarterback position.
Yeah, what's happening there is the DN's really aggressive right now. Lost his lane, lost the outside contain, and it was easy for him to get out and run.
1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Trojans' 47-yard line.
Quick Hearst Ace Hardware scoreboard update. The Dons lead Crimson Cliffs already 7-0.
Here's the snap. He's going to pull it and run it. Hunter Johnson trying to get the corner. Instead, cuts back, gets a good gain. Pulled it at the very last second out of the gut of Jensen. And I think he made the right decision. Gets a few yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up as they're inching towards the Red Rock Real Estate red zone.
Really balanced attack right now by Snow Canyon, mixing in the run and the pass. So you got a 2nd down and 6 right now, and let's see if right here they can kind of go with whatever they want to go with.
Offensive line for Snow Canyon holding them back pretty well so far, aside from the 1 sack. They'll go twins to either side.
And with that sack, though, and that long run, 3 carries, 18 yards, the Wilkinson stat line on Hunter Johnson on the ground so far.
Preston Fry put in motion as the tailback. Bobbled snap. Johnson looking down the field. He's going to throw it into the ground. Incomplete. Flag on the play at the line of scrimmage.
He was looking for Preston Fry. Actually went up the field, and if he leads him and gets that ball elevated and a little floater over the top, he might have completed that pass.
Flag thrown on the far side hash.
Might be a hold. I think I saw a hold in there.
And it will be a hold against Snow Canyon. And it'll remain 2nd down, and they'll be moved back.
Yeah, I think that play just kind of got discombobulated because the ball was on the ground, right? You lose a split second or two there, and then, maybe somebody yelled fire and somebody just.
Well, you lose rhythm, right? The ball's got to get snapped back there quicker. When it's bouncing on the ground, you can't read anybody when you're trying to pick up a football. So they got to clean that up, that center to quarterback exchange right there.
8:04 left in the first quarter on our Nets on Fire clock. Check them out at netsonfire.org for back-to-school training specials and get signed up today. Be more complex, building champions on and off the court. 2nd down and long for Hunter Johnson. Drop back, pressured a little bit again, throws it short of Jordan Wade, incomplete. Good coverage there by Robbie Cameron of the Trojans.
Morgan must really feel comfortable with playing a lot of man coverage. They must feel like they have guys that can cover these receivers, and they're just kind of abusing them at the line of scrimmage, and they're running with them. There's not a lot of zone right now, a lot of man. Every now and then they'll mix in 2 safety high, man with 2 over the top, or they're a single safety high with everyone manned up underneath.
Gunnar Lish back at safety for the Trojans, one of their best athletes on both sides of the ball, going back to last year for the Trojans. Here we go, 3rd and long. We'll see if they pin their ears back against Hunter Johnson with about 15 to go. Johnson takes the snap. Good initial protection, but then holds it, flushed out again. He's going to pull it down and try to run it, but he's going to be stopped after about a 2-yard gain. Good job tracking him there by Riker Adams of the Trojans.
Surprised to see man coverage there so tight with 15 yards to go. You know, you want to play the sticks. You don't want to get beat over the top, and I think Morgan got away with one there.
Yeah, Hunter Johnson kind of just had to kind of go and run because I think he looked downfield, checked to 1 or 2 receivers, and they were both blanketed, so he had to just try to get what he could. And just like they did last week on their opening possession, showed some signs of life, but actually got down near the red zone against Cypress and then had a turnover on downs. But they should be able to flip the field here with a good punt.
4th and 16 for Snow Canyon. And the ball is on their own about 48-yard line. Punter standing on his own 36. Motion a man across to the near side, or the short side of the field. End over end kick bounces at the 18-yard line and will be fielded and down inside the 20. Decent punt there by Snow Canyon, and that's where the Morgan Trojans will take over. Appreciate all of our sponsors helping us bring you Region 10 Athletics, including the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. They don't mask their fees or their rates. See how much the Scott Gibson team can save you today. Give them a call or text at 435-619-8080. Here's Despain and the Trojans. In a spread set, twins to either side. Side cart left for Despain. He'll hand it right up the middle. And he's hit, stacked up right away, right at the line of scrimmage. Good hit, filling a gap there by Snow Canyon.
Update for you brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Pineview up 7-0. They take the opening kick return 90-plus yards. Turner Williams, not Dominic McKenzie, Turner Williams with the kickoff return.
Will Lance on the carry. And great defense by Snow Canyon for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11, 6:28 on our Nets on Fire clock. 0-0 early in this one. Trips to the near side for the Trojans. Here's the snap. Snow Canyon just sent in 4. Little hitch route, caught, and then tackled immediately. Good pursuit there by Drake Kelly, who gets the tackle after a short gain.
Yeah, it looks like just coverage here. Cover 2 for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Looked like he had a little trouble bobbling that. Ball didn't come out clean. But we'll see what 2nd and 11. We'll see what they do here.
And we're going to have a holding call going against the Trojans. Put them half the distance to the goal. And they'll repeat the down. Thanks for being with us on ESPN 97.7 as well as sportsradio977.com. And CEC TV, they're shooting the HD pictures for us tonight. Or should I say 4K, Devin. Goodness gracious. Looks like Monday Night Football here in Santa Clara tonight.
Morgan's got to pick up at least half of this. You don't need all of it. Just get about half of it. Get back to 3rd down and 10, something manageable.
And they're going to hand it off. Tackle to the left and nowhere to go. Great contained by Will Warner on that one, as well as Drake Kelly gets his 2nd tackle of the possession. Nowhere to go for the Trojans, Coach.
Yeah, just tons of guys in the box. I mean, they're running the ball against a almost an 8-man box at that point. They got to take advantage of the middle of the field here and try to get something intermediate. They got to get out of the shadow of their own end zone so they can get a good punt off.
Rockwell Jones, right? Like, that's a football player's name.
Tremendous.
Used to have a Rockwell watch. I don't think – I wonder if Rockwell Jones is rocking the Rockwell watch.
3rd and 19 for the Trojans. Decent protection, then the pocket collapses. He'll launch it, jump ball, and it's caught.
What a catch. What a throw and catch there.
By Tate Nelson for a 1st down. That was a prayer, and he just out-jumped everybody and high-pointed that one.
That's sensational. I mean, you know, you're going to scramble right. You're throwing on the run. You're throwing into double coverage, and he just threw it high enough that Snow Canyon didn't get enough depth, and that was just one of those plays that you don't see made very often. When you do, you just kind of tip your cap and get after it the next play.
And that's Logan Mendenhall. He out-jumped for that one. Here's the carry by Lance, right tackle. He had some steam behind him on that one. Gets a good gain there on first down.
Yeah, that's more Morgan football right there. A little power football, getting up the field, double teaming, getting up to the next level. That was a good run.
It's amazing how one semi-fluke play can just totally change everything.
It just kickstarts your offense like, okay, now we can take a breather here, relax, and let's play football, right?
2nd and 5 for Despain. Puts a man in motion. Hard snap, gets...
Yeah, there you go. There's going to be a first down here, I think.
It's a linebacker to jump. Offsides.
Got a Hearst Ace Hardware score update. We're going to get you a bunch of them all night long. And just a reminder, you can watch all of the Region 10 games on our website, sportsradio977.com. Tigers score on their opening drive. Ashby hits right, 11-yard touchdown. You remember when the Tigers used to go full house backfield and pound the fullback? You know, this team hardly even ran the ball last week. They're just turning Carter Ashby, the 5'5" Carter Ashby, loose.
They can't pass protect. They're going to have to do something. So they're having trouble pass protecting, and they're really having trouble running the football consistently. So they have to throw the ball.
And the call's going to be a procedure penalty against Morgan.
That is strange. I didn't see that. They put a guy in motion, and they jumped off sides unless the right tackle moved.
Yeah, I thought that was clearly against Snow Canyon. We'll see on our replay here.
Nope.
Yeah, so it'll be 2nd and 10. And Brooks Esplin playing that right cornerback position for Snow Canyon. Despain rolls out right, flings it short of the sticks, caught, and then stacked up by Snow Canyon. But a good gain there on 2nd down will set up 3rd and 2.
Nothing happened.
What's strange about it is on that last penalty call was that the referee on that sideline, when the receiver goes in motion, the next guy he's looking at is the tackle. Tackle never moved, so I don't know who he called it on.
3rd and 2. Got an up back and a pistol. Despain hands it to him with a lead blocker. Missed tackle in the backfield, but he's cleaned up short of the sticks. Good play there by Logan Mendenhall coming up from the safety position to level the boom.
Yeah, a little help there from Landon Robinson, who's been very active too. And they just kind of stood that up and didn't give him anything.
Well, and then the formation's allowing more guys in the box. It's harder to run that way. So I liked what they did on first down. Where they had a more 2-by-1 look, open formation, and spread the field, and they were able to get more bodies.
4th and short from midfield. They'll snap it to the up back and fake it to their ball. Got loose. But he was clearly short on the initial salvo there, and now they're spotting it short of the line to gain. So we'll go over to Snow Canyon. They snapped it to a big old linebacker, coach.
Yeah, I don't understand
or a
that.
lineman.
Well, you're on the road. You punt that there. You put Snow Canyon back inside the 20 at minimum, and then you play good defense again and get the ball back. But I didn't understand that on the road. Now you're going to put Snow Canyon right on their on the -49 going in.
It's one of those things where it's 4th and short. The defense has kind of got a mind for, they might be faking here.
Well,
right?
they ran into the short side of the field. The ball was on the far hash.
Just a slow developing play.
1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Swing pass out to Jensen, who tries to cut back, but great defense once again by Morgan on the edges. Stops him for a short loss.
Noah Baraston again. This kid covers some ground. Look at him. He kind of in the backfield. Look, number 21. Didn't get there first, but just good pursuit and had some help.
Yeah, just from the DN position, right? String him out and wait for that force defender to turn him back into him, and he was there for the tackle.
Everett Gilson probably got half a tackle there. He got there first.
Big hits this year brought to you by Get Floored Construction. They've got homes for sale or specialize in remodeling your existing home. Give them a call at 773-2667. Man in motion. Johnson. Once again, can't find anybody open, pulls it down and then flings it wide open. Jordan Wade comes back for a fabulous Freddy's first down. Good awareness by the receiver to come back to that one.
Yeah, I'd say, and that's now 3 out of 4 through the air. So Johnson's not throwing it a ton. He's just not dropping back every play and throwing it. But right there, showing you some pocket presence, feels it break down, rolls away from any would-be pressure, and then a nice little comeback route by Wade, sure-handed grab.
That's a lot of time for a corner to cover a guy like that. So going to bring pressure, you better get there.
First down's brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's, your favorite hometown full-service car wash in 20 minutes or less. Check him out on River Road or Bluff Street in southern Utah. He'll motion Jensen out of the backfield and fling it out to him. Looking to get a stock block from a receiver. And he does. He gets around it just short of the sticks. Good patience there by Jensen reading the block.
The corner got lost. He come on to take on the block, and then he got buried inside and lost the outside contain on this.
And I like this. This is smart. You get a couple high percentage throws. You know, he makes that comeback throw, and now a really high percentage little swing route. And I think that's good for your young junior quarterback. He's only making his second career start. Now he's catching a little rhythm, it feels like, with the passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 1 inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. What do you like on this play, Dev?
I'm going to the end zone with this play. 2nd and 1, you're moving the ball, take a shot.
You got 2 6'3" receivers, right? And Wade and Hill.
Yeah, and you got safeties playing at 8 yards.
And they're just going to run it up the middle. He loses the ball. I don't know if he got it back before he hit the ground. Morgan thinks they have it. Rough handoff.
Yeah,
it was bobbled the whole way.
It kind of, you could see it. It kind of got up high on his pad level, and then he was trapping it up high. And then I think when the hit came, it came out, and they were there to recover it. And that kind of makes up and offsets for that fake punt that didn't work.
Yep.
Ball gets popped up around his shoulder pad, and the Trojans jump on it.
No, he wasn't down yet.
It was
when
close,
they got
though. It was close. He still was trying to gain possession. His back hits, and then the ball was loose. So I think they got the call right. Our officials tonight are head referee Paul Bitterman. You got Josh Harrington, Don Hewlett, Tim Welsh, Gene Blair on the call tonight for our officials.
And we got, what happened on that play?
Just a run left, just kind of power left, kind of trying to run to that, that 7-hole outside, and, pretty productive run, 9-yard gain.
That's all it is just a stretch play outside. They seal the DN inside, and he just had enough speed to get to the edge.
I like the way William Lance runs the ball. Hard-nosed runner, and he does try to hit that hole.
Yeah, this should be the last play of the quarter, I think.
Yep, 22 seconds and ticking on our Nets on Fire clock. Here's Despain. Trips to the far side this time. High snap, gets over his head. He'll pick it up off the bounce and wing it outside. Athletic play by the quarterback. Receiver catches it, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, great awareness there. Great awareness by the quarterback.
Jackson Whiting made that catch, and I like how he got rid of it quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a loss of 3 or 4, but it could have been a loss of 20 if he doesn't have that ball bounce right back up to him.
Yeah, Nick Despain did a great job of just knowing where his receiver was going to be when he flipped his hips and his head around after he got it and made the throw. It was a good throw.
Here we go, 3rd and 5 for Morgan. Big defensive play here for Snow Canyon coming up. I don't know if the student section's aware of that or not, but here we go. Despain hands it off to the right side, and he's stuck. What a hit on that far side. Late flag comes in, carried by, that was Will Korth. And the flag came in late. We'll see who it's against, but great job coming hard off that left end to put a helmet right into his stomach for a short gain. As the refs are convening to figure out what the call is. With 2 seconds left here in the first quarter. Appreciate We Win Injury Law, our scoreboard.
It's a blindside hit. We had Gene Van Orden that came in before the season started. There's an emphasis. That's the one big change is you cannot hit him from the blind side, and he can't see it. And you have to basically shield or not make contact there. And that was more of a block in the back than a blind side if I caught the replay correctly out of the corner of my eye.
I think it was number 1 Millward coming back on the crackback.
But hit to the helmet, the official will signal to the helmet, right? But the hands together is the blind side call.
And tough penalty against Morgan as now it's going to be 3rd and 19 as the first quarter runs out. Appreciate We Win Injury Law. Check them out. They win, period. If you have been injured in an accident, they'll fight for you and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com. 45-second break. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on your Region 10 Radio Network.
High school football season means the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert is back in effect. I'm Craig Bullerjack, reminding you to head to Yogurtland after the game and ask for your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert when your team scores 25 points or more.
I have a backpack.
请所有人员回到座位哈。3、 Heather, get our curved in. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Careful.
Welcome back to our Ideal Home and Paint game of the night here on ESPN 97.7. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson here with you. Morgan facing a 3rd and 18 after a crackback call on their own 12-ish yard line.
You know what's tough about that play, too, is like he's just trying to make a block. It wasn't like a malicious thing.
Absolutely. Despain rolls out.
He's got room to run if he wants it.
Flings it for about 8 yards, and it was a bend, don't break type situation for that Snow Canyon defense. They gave up a lot, but not enough for the first down, and Morgan's going to have to punt.
Yeah.
Jackson Whiting, he made that special catch. We were talking with.
He's a player, yeah.
Yeah, a nice little route there, and Despain puts it on him, but not enough for the first down.
And that's the element to this offense, Devin, that the coach was talking to us about earlier, is Despain's ability to get out of the pocket and make plays.
Sorry, that's Connor Brown with that catch. My mistake. Correct myself.
Back deep for Snow Canyon is Will Warner. How many Warners have there been at Snow Canyon the last few years? All athletes. High kick.
Okay, I don't know why that wasn't called dead when the punter caught the snap with his knee down.
The white hat signaling it right there
Wow.
at the 15. He's marking it.
They did blow it dead, but way late, and yeah, it's going to be a turnover on downs. Morgan
Here we
ball
go.
in their own red zone.
He is clearly down, yes. Oh, and he was starting to lift it, but didn't get it up by the time he caught that, and that is a huge mistake.
Somebody yelled it from the Snow Canyon sideline, and that was the slowest call. I didn't hear a whistle until afterwards.
But they did get it right.
But they got it right.
Barely. I mean, he was starting to lift, but definitely was still down.
And so Snow Canyon will start the drive in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone and try to put a point up on the board the first time tonight. Here's Hunter Johnson with Jensen behind him in a pistol formation. Drop back looking left, floats it up on a corner out wide open, touchdown, Logan Mendenhall. Beautiful delivery from Johnson.
Sticky hands, Logan Mendenhall. Hey, our Star Watch player, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance, stepping up, scoring the first points of the night tonight for the senior.
Team D auto touchdown.
A missed coverage there, though. He was way too open. Somebody didn't get out wide and keep that outside deep third there. I know they didn't have far to go, but that was a mistake in coverage.
Yeah, it looked like the corner route caught somebody inside, and they just floated it over the top, and the corner was in no man's land.
In to kick the PAT, of course, is Corbin Christian. Good snap. He'll put a boot into it, and he's wide right. No good. So the score on our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, 6-0 for Snow Canyon. We'll take the break. Back with more Region 10 action right after this.
Beyond the park you know, exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Welcome back, Snow Canyon High School, our Ideal Home and Paint game of the week. Snow Canyon takes the 6-0 lead over Morgan. Beautiful throw from Hunter Johnson to Logan Mendenhall for the score. They did miss the PAT. Pretty good drive. Well, actually, a very quick drive as they got the ball after the punter accidentally kneeled down to catch it. And there was a coach on Snow Canyon who saw it, and it seemed like for a minute none of the refs did. But eventually they got it right, and Snow Canyon got the touchdown. Kick goes out of bounds, and the Trojans will take over on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and it's an important drive. You know, you kind of made some mistakes. You've taken some risks. You know, you got the turnover, but you didn't execute on the fake punt. And now you find yourselves down on the road. How do you respond? Can you put a well-sustained drive together, try to get it down to that Red Rock Real Estate red zone and have some shots into the end zone? Snow Canyon's defense was pretty stingy last week, and they've been pretty stingy again tonight so far.
Here comes Nick Despain, the first-year starting quarterback. He's converted from, I think it was a flanker last year. He's a junior, and they've been battling Snow Canyon. A pretty good effort in that first quarter, just too many mistakes. Handoff goes up the middle for a limited gain to Will Korth.
Update brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Desert Hills, Noah Fuatalolo just found Lincoln Holmes, who had 2 touchdowns last week. And on the road, Desert Hills has taken a 7-0 lead. Into the first quarter, Pineview leads Highland 7-0. We are working on live stream. The school didn't have Wi-Fi accessible, so we're working on the live stream on the Pineview game, but it is on KDXU right now.
2nd and 9. Throws it out wide to the wide receiver, who catches it and then gets drilled. Another big hit by Snow Canyon there for a limited gain. Big hits brought to you by Get Floored Construction. Check them out at getflooredsouthernutah.com.
Yeah, nice tackle there. Nice, sure, wrapped-up tackle there.
Braden Jones got low on that one. Nice hit. 3rd down for Morgan. Here's the snap. Snow Canyon sends 4. Ball tipped away, deflected, incomplete. And just like that, 3 and out. Trojans will have to kick it back to Snow Canyon.
Yeah, it was a good play there by the backer. Quarterback just had to throw it a little bit higher to get it over his outreaching hand there. But he was dropping into that passing lane, read the quarterback's eyes, and did a pretty good job of getting in the way.
Rockwell Jones with the play there at the linebacker position. Warner back deep once again. We'll see if the punter can keep it off the turf on this snap. Catches it cleanly. Lefty kicker. Ball will bounce at about the 28-yard line and take a Morgan roll inside the 20. And it'll get to the 16-yard line. That's where Snow Canyon will take over with 9:47 left on our Nets on Fire clock. Don't forget, check out netsonfire.org for their back-to-school specials and training sessions. Nets on Fire, located in the Be More complex. They're building champions on and off the court. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon, and Annie Thompson here with you on ESPN 97.7. We got most other games on our website, streaming. Right now, Pineview trying to get that stream up. They had some issues with the Wi-Fi. We'll let you know when we are back on there. You can, of course, listen to that game on 94.9 FM, 890 AM, KDXU. Here's Johnson. Motions a man, jet sweep to the right, trying to get the edge. He does. Gets a decent gain there on 1st down.
Yeah, they're just beating them outside, getting one more hat than they do. They know that Morgan's playing this man defense on this backside, so they don't roll, they don't rotate. So what they do is he's got to chase them all the way across. By that time, they got 1 hat more than Morgan does on that outside.
That's Brandon Guff.
Which is surprising to me. I don't understand why you would make your safety run with that guy all the way across. All they got to do is trade it and then settle in the middle of the field.
Snow Canyon taking advantage of that on that play. 2nd and 3 coming up for Hunter Johnson, first-year starter for Coach Esplin and the Warriors. Looking to the right, looking to set up a screen, gets rid of it. It's caught by Jensen, but he's in trouble, and they'll lose some on that one. Great pressure, just running at the quarterback, making him basically run backwards before throwing it. Great job by Morgan.
Yeah, they didn't pick up the blitz there. They slid away from the blitzer off the edge, and he came free. That's not a good feeling when you're a quarterback, having a guy come free like that.
Yeah, just a jail break there. That was Cameron Duke, I believe, on the pressure for Morgan. 3rd and 9 for Snow Canyon. We'll see how many Morgan sends on this down. Twins to either side. Here's the snap. Johnson looking right, comeback route at the sticks. Beautiful throw and catch. They've timed that one. They probably run that one 1,000 times over the summer, complete to his go-to guy on third down. That's Jordan Wade.
Yeah, nice little comeback route. You like him getting plenty of depth on the route to where he's 3-4 yards past the sticks, then comes back and makes it an easier throw. I'd love to see them go to like a double move with Wade because they've ran that comeback a couple times. If you can give your quarterback time, you can maybe get one deep past Morgan's defense with the double move.
Yeah, I call that the Blaine Monkers third and long play, where you just throw it to Pulsifer out there at like 6'9".
Brett Barbin, he's always had a guy out there at the sticks on third down,
all
right?
the time. It seemed like they just like
Turn
cookie
around,
cuttered
yep.
him.
Incomplete on first down. Johnson. I don't know if that was a run-pass option. He pulled it out of the jet sweep and threw it over the top.
It was a fake jet sweep, but they were trying to get the running back up the sideline. It's just, when you're running it into the boundary sometimes, there's not a lot of room.
Get tangled up a little bit. 2nd and 10 now from their own 30-yard line. 8:14 left here in the first half. You're listening to the home of Region 9 football, ESPN 97.7. Here's Hunter Johnson. Fakes the handoff again, goes inside to the slot receiver who makes the catch. That's Brooks Esplin going down for it.
Ty Wheeler actually is the outside backer. Last year he played cornerback. They moved him to outside backer. He hit a growth spurt, been in the weight room. Actually a pretty good cover guy because he's got that corner experience. But that was a really good throw, inside position on the slant route. And he didn't get much, but now you got a third manageable by getting those 5-6 yards right there.
Yeah, it's a good throw by a quarterback, and it's inside and low. So if it's behind him, it's not going to get. You're not going to have a tip drill. So it was a good location of the ball there.
3rd and 4.
By the way, Hunter Johnson,
For Johnson.
8 of 10 for 62 yards in that touchdown pass.
Tremendous. And we got flags before the snap. And we'll see who. Snow Canyon pointing at the Trojans saying it was them. And it was. And an easy first down there. Fabulous Freddy's first down for Snow Canyon. We'll keep this drive going. Check out Fabulous Freddy's, your hometown full-service car wash. 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's keeps it clean inside now to Southern Utah. Fabulous Freddy's locations. 1st and 10 coming up for the Warriors.
Yeah, Morgan just shooting themselves in the foot. You got a third down, and you just give them a freebie. Stay on the field even longer. You got about 7 minutes left in this quarter. They need to get off the field and give their offense a chance and maybe tie this thing up before half.
Go ahead.
No, after this play.
All right. 1st and 10. Dead ball. Looks like they're going to call a timeout. Snow Canyon calls a timeout. Brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We'll get a Hearst Ace hardware update when we come back. We'll take a 45-second timeout. Back with more after this.
I take the road less traveled. Run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Welcome back. Snow Canyon High School. You're listening to the Ideal Home and Paint game of the night. For everything you need for your home improvement, Ideal has that. Check out their brand new home showroom, 4096 South River Road in St. George. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Here's Johnson. He's been super efficient tonight. Stops, fires, open receiver, lays out off his fingertips. Incomplete. Just a little bit too much on it. Great effort outside by Wade.
Oh, man, he had him, and you're right. Great effort. He laid out. Ball was just inside him a little bit, and if that's thrown just a little higher to the outside shoulder, that's 6. That's gone off to the races. Nobody's going to catch Jordan Wade. That's one Hunter Johnson probably wants back, but didn't miss it by much, Coach.
No, he probably kicking himself. He didn't let it go or sooner. You know, that was about at the edge of where he can get it to, and he just kind of laid it off on the inside.
Out of a timeout on first down. They go for the home run and just miss it. Trips to the far side now. Hunter Johnson in a pistol formation. Jensen behind him. And he'll hand it off up the middle. Great defense by Morgan once again. Number 27 finished him off. That's Everett Gilson with the tackle.
And Jimmy Savage trying to come in and help out there at the end of that play. They do flow to the football. Morgan does really get after it.
They're super aggressive, but at the same time, they got to stay disciplined.
The student body section doing a little, House of Pain jump around the whole, and this is a newer press box. And it's military night for the Snow Canyon students, and I feel like I'm at Camp Randall right now, guys.
This is this is what aluminum feels like when you have thousands of pounds jumping on it.
3rd and 10 for Johnson. Takes the snap, dead ball, flag.
I think it's gonna be on the offense this time. We got legal motion.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to have a motion penalty on Snow Canyon. Take it back 5 yards. Be 3rd and 15. And with the receivers they have.
Well, here's what you got to do if you're Morgan, okay?
Yeah.
You got to put 4 guys at the sticks. Play cover 4, put 4 guys at the sticks, nothing gets behind you, and just play man underneath.
We'll see if they do it. 3rd and 15. For the Warriors.
See, they got trips to the field, and this safety should be in the middle of the field on this side. Yeah, 22.
And probably should a good break off the ball on the right end, and they'll get to Johnson. That's Jimmy Savage, who got a really good jump off the ball off this right edge. It looks like he's in the backfield as it snapped.
It's almost like he was put everyone to sleep over there.
I like how he got depth, though, and then retraced his footsteps.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just energy. That's just flowing, playing hard. I like Jimmy Savage. Really hustles.
So here you go. This is a special teams, right? This may be a big play for Morgan. See what happens.
Low snap. Good job filling it. Fair catch called for. And he'll catch it right around the 30-yard line with not a lot of people around him. But takes the fair catch nonetheless, and that's where Morgan will take over.
Yeah, what's strange there is Snow Canyon puts 3 guys into the boundary, and the punter kicks it almost to the left, away center of the field. I'm surprised he didn't take a chance and run to that side of the field. They buried these guys over here.
Punch brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. Check out Dr. Hendrickson's 600 5-star reviews at simplywisdomteeth.com. Nick Despain throws it out quick to the left side, caught and out of bounds to Jackson Whiting for about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, there you go. I'd like to see Morgan play a little bit more of a hurry-up game here, just kind of get some, movement going. It's pretty stale at this point.
Yeah, it's been kind of clunky for both teams. And they get back up to the line after a brief huddle. 2nd and 5. Despain. Snow Canyon sends 4.
There you go.
Throws a hitch, complete.
That's kind of been there all day, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of, they're letting you catch that short intermediate pass right there inside the hashes. It's there all day if you want it.
Tate Nelson with the catch.
Yeah, just nice little move. Found the soft spot. Drake Kelly on the stop, but you pick up some positive yardage. We got a flag down though, guys.
Flag on the play. And it's by the Snow Canyon sideline. It'll be a legal man downfield against Morgan.
That's surprising when the ball came out in 1 second.
Right. It was a quick bang throw, but
I wish I could see that replay again. Let's see.
Ineligible receiver downfield to call.
Must have been covered up. The guy that caught it was covered up probably.
Yeah, because the lineman stayed put, but he didn't check with the ref on the sideline.
There it is
Nice
again.
throw and catch down the middle again. We got a flag maybe on the tackle.
Yep.
That was to Jackson Whiting right around the first down. But they're going to that quick stuff. What did you see on that replay, Coach?
It might have been a shot to the helmet with the second guy coming in.
And it is. Yeah, you're right. They're going to call a targeting penalty, helmet to helmet, against Snow Canyon.
Yeah, it wasn't the first guy. The first guy had him wrapped up. The second guy came in and kind of hit him up around the head and neck area. You'll see it right here. I believe it's 21 here for
Oh,
Landon
yeah.
Robinson.
Yep. Clipped his face mask a little bit on the hit, and that's enough.
Hey, at least
for a
it's
personal
consistent,
foul.
right?
Yeah.
It's been consistent,
Yep.
and that's what it needs to be.
Yeah, both sides have gotten something like that. Despain's going to run out of the pocket, fling it low. It's going to bounce, and he was wide open. That was Levi Millward, and Despain thrown against his body, but just got to leave that up a little higher on the throw.
You know, he's working downfield like he's supposed to, and he just kind of aims it, right?
Yep.
You just got to
Yep.
throw that thing. You can't aim it.
2nd and 10 inside Warrior territory for Despain. Make a couple substitutions. He's been out of the pocket a lot, and Snow Canyon hasn't really sent anybody but their front four a lot tonight.
Well, their linebackers have played really well. They've really quick. They're able to get from sideline to sideline really fast, and they're aggressive. They tackle hard.
Quick little throw out to the sideline. Once again to Jackson Whiting, who gets a few yards. They haven't been able to run it very well, so but they have had some success out on the edges.
This is like part of their run game, right?
Yeah.
You're throwing 5-yard passes, and you're just like nickel and diming them. You got 3.5 minutes on the clock.
3rd down, Despain, straight drop back, flings it over the middle. Great catch by Whiting. 1st down. That middle of the field has been open this drive.
Yeah, not that open, though. He had to throw that on a clothesline right on the hands. Drake Kelly there on one side, Rockwell Jones on the other side. Look at this throw, just right in between. I guess he had a little bit of room to fit that in, but you still got to put it on his hands, and he did.
Yeah, I mean, he just ripped it in there. The first time he was throwing it like he was you playing cornhole.
Here's
Four-bagger.
Despain. Runs it out of bounds. Hit out of bounds by, that's Esplanade. Big credit for that tackle. 3:10 on your Nets on Fire clock. Morgan looking to take the lead going into the locker room potentially here on a long sustained drive for Despain and the Trojans.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this, but Devin will take a lot of money from you in cornhole.
Oh, I know that. He and his son.
Yeah, it's sandbaggers.
Hustlers. Here's Despain. Looking over the middle again, and they'll take that all day. Once again, that's Jackson Whiting.
What's starting to happen now is the safeties are creeping up, and now you might be able to catch them on a little skinny post down the in between the hash.
Yeah, just a little peek in route there by Whiting. Just finds the soft part, the belly of the defense, and they are just marching on that play. 1st down, Despain. Motions out the running back. He's looking that way, rolling that way, then throws it 1,000 miles an hour over the middle. Incomplete, a little bit behind his intended receiver, Caleb Cox. Incomplete.
If Morgan will play their receiver to the field at the top of the number, he'll be able to run a skinny post. You can fire it in there over the safety because the safety plays low. And the corners, they play a cover too, but they bracket. So they're always on the outside looking in. And if you can force him and get up, stack him, and then run that skinny post, it's there.
You're right. Yeah, the safeties are creeping in. Here's Despain looking left. Good coverage on that left side. Now comes right. Gets to the edge and then flings it. Intercepted. Tried to aim it again. Drake Kelly with the pick. Huge stand there by Snow Canyon.
Yeah, that's clutch. I mean, now turnovers are even one for each team. And Drake Kelly right there getting some love as he jumped that route. You know, Despain's looking left, and he checks off of it, and then once he starts rolling, he tries to just buy some time and then just didn't see the backer, Drake Kelly. I don't think he ever saw him.
Yeah, throws it right to Kelly. And Snow Canyon will take over. We'll get a chance to see Hunter Johnson in a 2-minute drill here at his own 14-yard line. And we'll see how aggressive they are, Coach.
Yeah, we'll see.
With a 6-point lead, I mean,
I would be. It's the preseason.
Let's
this is
go,
the stuff
right?
You got to work on. This is a perfect 2-minute drill opportunity. I'd take that back and get them out of pistol and get them out in the passing lanes.
Here we go. We'll see if Morgan sends. Yeah, they'll send 5. Nice pass outside to Brooks Esplanade.
They should be on the ball right now. They should have their next play in.
And the clock ticking, 2:27 on the Nets on Fire clock. They are going to huddle, set the play in with Logan Mendenhall.
This is the stuff you don't get to really work on in practice, where
Right.
you get a game-like situation, where you get 2-minute drill situation. We're not trying to kill clock here. We're just trying to go up, right?
Mendenhall and Warner come into the game. They break the huddle. Not in too much of a rush. at all. Hunter Johnson. Ball snapped. Looking over the top and overthrows Jake Hill, who was one-on-one outside against Tanner Stanley.
It was good defense there. Never lost his hip, stayed with him, step for step.
And it'll be 3rd and 2 for Snow Canyon. 154 on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Warriors lead 6-0. And, you know, I don't think a lot of people predicted fireworks in this game between these two programs. But I don't know about 6 points in the first half. Johnson. Nobody to the far side. Throws a swing pass to Jensen to the short side of the field. Jensen gets chopped low and taken down short of the line to gain. And Morgan will take a timeout to stop the clock at 1:45 and preserve some time to put together a 2-minute drive for themselves. Timeouts brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We will take it on your We Win Injury Law scoreboard. 6-0 Warriors lead, 1:45 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Welcome back, Snow Canyon High School. I got to turn the furnace on in here, Devin. Goodness gracious, it's 100 degrees outside.
A lot of hot air in here. I don't know how you guys are cold.
4th and 2.
We got an empty set. Oh.
And we got a flinch on the outside by Hill.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they were going 5 wide with Hunter Johnson in the game. And now they're going to bring out the true punt team.
Oh, it looked like to me they played that third receiver to the trip side really tight, looking to maybe run verticals and split the safeties up the middle of the field.
Unfortunately, we won't get to see a fun attempt on 4th down.
No,
instead,
but
though.
you better. This has got to be a clean exchange here.
Yeah. Standing on his 5-yard line to punt it away is Corbin Christian for Snow Canyon. Here's the snap. Jumps and catches it. Boots it to the left sideline. It'll bounce at about the 50, bounce back a couple yards, and Morgan will have it on Snow Canyon's side of the field with 1:37 left in the first half. And we'll see if Despain can punch one in here before they go into the locker room for the Trojans. Appreciate all of our local sponsors helping us bring you Region 10 action tonight, including our friends at Team D Auto. They won't be beat. Go see the local boys, Jason and Parker, at Team D Auto, 488 East St. George Boulevard, or teamdautosales.com. Here's Despain. Looking left, throws it left. Caught once again by his go-to guy tonight is Jackson Whiting, who gets about 5 yards and then is decked by the Warriors. Clock is ticking.
How about this? Real quick update for you. Eric Olson, 66-yard touchdown. Desert Hills leads 14-7 over Cedar Valley.
1:19 and counting on our Nets on Fire clock. Despain rolling right. Throws it to Whiting again. Caught. He'll be kept inbounds and short of the line to gain. Clock will continue to roll. 1:07, and now we'll get a whistle blown and a timeout called by Morgan. We'll keep it right here. Stay tuned for the Info West halftime show. We'll go over all the scores from around Region 10, give you the stats and feature stories from the first half all around Region 10 inside Info West halftime show.
They got Hurricane up 13-0. Dixie's trailing Riverton 3-0. Pineview up 7-0 on Highland. Desert Hills up 7. Snow Canyon up 6-0. Cedar is leading Spanish Fork. Every Region 10 team is leading right now. most of those games in the early parts of the second quarter.
My my shutout of the week, Hurricane may come through. There's a little more game to
Here
play.
we go.
We'll see. I told Nick he owes me dinner if it didn't happen.
3rd and short for Despain. 1:07 left in the first half. Takes a snap, pulls it down, run. He's got room. He's got the first down, trying to get out of bounds, but he'll be tackled inbounds. Clock will stop on the chain move here. Fabulous Freddy's first down for Morgan. They're hustling, trying to get back to the line, get the call. As Whiting comes back in at the receiver position, far side slot. 59 seconds and counting for Morgan. Here's the snap. Looking left. Jump throws it. Short. Good. Sure tackle by Drake Kelly for a 2-yard gain. And looks like Morgan will use their... Oh, no, we got a penalty.
You know, Drake Kelly could be right up there competing for the leading Region 10 in tackles. I mean, he's very, very active from that backup position. We saw him mainly as a running back, you know, backup running back last year, but now an integral part of this defense.
Sorry, it was a timeout, not a penalty. I think Morgan used their 3rd and final timeout here with 49 seconds left.
I've been impressed with the linebacker core for the Warriors. They're really aggressive. Like I said, they really get sideline to sideline really well, and they make a lot of plays. And when they get there, they put it on you, too.
By the way, that Crimson score, 9-7, they lead Spanish Fork. And remember what Spanish Fork did to Cedar last week, 34-7.
It was a surprise, that score for me.
Here we go, 49 seconds. 2nd and 8, Despain takes the snap. He's got time, wings it to the sideline. It is caught. Is that Whiting again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, it's 13.
No, it's 13, yeah.
That is
Luke Mueller.
His, I think, first
Senior.
catch of the game, maybe.
You know, they got Mueller now getting his first catch of the game. You know, Whiting's obviously everywhere. Connor Brown is a good receiver. They got some playmakers outside.
It was a great throw. I mean, rolling to his left, right at the sideline there, be able to square up and throw that seed right there.
Yeah,
nice.
didn't have a huge window. Here's the snap, dead ball, whistle, flag on the far side linesman. It will be a procedure penalty against Morgan. They'll go back 5 yards, and the clock will resume on the snap.
Dixie in the red zone against Riverton, leading 3-0. See if Barbin can get them on the board. That was your bounce back pick. You thought Barbin would have a big bounce back this week.
I thought so. You know, I saw Riverton up at the SUU camp this summer, and I thought they were good, but I didn't think they were the old Riverton. You know, they looked like they were down a little bit this year, but, you know, they're always a scrappy bunch. But I just felt like, you know what, the leadership in Barbin and Monker's getting them ready for this week. I just felt like they were going to kind of have a good game.
Another penalty goes against Morgan. Their 2nd procedure penalty in a row will make it 1st and 20 with 41 seconds left in the half. They're on Snow Canyon's 31-yard line. Just got moved out of the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Here's Despain. Umbrella coverage look from Snow Canyon. He'll pull it down, throws it over the middle, wide open is Whiting. Touchdown. Late flag comes in from the backfield, but what a step up and gun throw there by Despain.
I think this is gonna stay, unless they thought he went over the line of scrimmage to throw that. But I'd have to see the replay on that one again.
Yeah, I thought he got it off. We'll see.
Yeah, Morgan's
celebrating.
And a late hit, I think.
Oh, okay.
Late hit on Despain against the Warriors defensively. And now PAT, and all of a sudden, late in the half, Morgan could take a lot of momentum into the locker room.
This is what we were talking about before, right? This is why I thought, you know, Snow Canyon can't just play coy here. I thought they just needed to attack and push the envelope a little bit.
And how do you allow, because we were just saying, they're playing kind of prevent and right down the middle, Coach. That's tough.
Well, when a quarterback gets outside the pocket and he's very athletic, defenses break down.
Sure.
So you got to
call the right play, but you got an athlete on the other side who makes a better play, and that's what just happened for Morgan. 7-6. PAT brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. Morgan leads by a point on your We Win Injury Law scoreboard. We'll take a 45-second break, back with the rest of the first half right after this.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
You got it.
Welcome back, Snow Canyon High School. Carl Frankie, Devin Dixon. What are we seeing on the special teams chance here for Snow Canyon?
You either got to, if you're Morgan here, you're not going to pound it. Either pop it up or run an onside kick style because you got the penalty here, and see if you can get a cheap one and maybe kick a field goal or take a couple shots in the end zone if you get it back. But if you're Snow Canyon, they got guys up. They're ready for this.
Back deep is Warner. We got a drone shot going down.
Cole Warner graduated, but little brother Will coming up through. Like you mentioned, got younger brother. Cole's a great receiver. Had a great career. Snow Canyon's basketball player, but Will's a three-point star. Football, basketball, and in the spring, he's a really good soccer player. You don't see many anymore.
No, you don't. Oh, my goodness.
And they're just going to boot it through the uprights for a touchback here with 34 seconds.
Try to burn some clock and squib that maybe.
Well, you're just trying to get a cheap one. Again, you're on the road. Try to get a cheap one there.
And I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Snow Canyon just chills out.
Well,
based on how they kind of looked last drive.
I don't see Coach Esplin's chilling out. He's out there working the officials
on
the numbers.
I just mean, I don't know if they're going to go for it. We'll see what they do on first down. But
I mean, 34 seconds, you're deep in your own territory. It depends. If you can get something to the sticks, get out of bounds.
Right.
Once or twice, then you can maybe take a shot. Or maybe, you get them little hook and ladder. I love the trickeration. Hopefully Coach Nowatzki's going to drop a little trickeration at some point tonight for us to make it entertaining.
What do you think Esplin's upset about?
I'm not sure.
It might be something with the clock because he was talking with the refs, the white hat was looking at the...
They're looking at the drone.
Yeah.
No, they are. They're all looking at the
okay.
drone. Esplin's so worked up over this drone. Look at him. I'm surprised he doesn't get it all wrangled up, whip out that rope of his. And
it's probably a fan, right, that's running that
I bet you it's just somebody probably a quarter mile away running that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't want that thing coming down on the field, and now it's back. It's back on the left side.
They need Johnson to throw the ball at it, knock it down.
And
I don't know why, they think someone up here is controlling that. There ain't nobody up here controlling that thing.
He's mocking all of us right now. He's doing a lap around the field.
A flyby by the drone, and they're watching it.
Wonder if he can get it close and maybe try to get Esplin's hat off or something with it. He is fired up.
It's just buzzing the press box again, coming back through. Somebody's having fun laughing right now. I guarantee you that much.
Oh, for sure.
But it's stopping the game here.
Yeah.
Which, coaches and players don't like, trying to break up that rhythm a little bit. I believe Dixie just scored, so they got a 2-score lead, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 10-0. No, 7-3.
Have you ever seen a drone delay?
No.
This is a first.
It could be the
They're
Taliban.
throwing a flag on the drone now.
It could be a Taliban member because they got all our drones now. That is crazy. It looks like he's taking it home.
He's had his fun. Okay.
It may be somebody over there in that grass field.
Who knows who it is?
Okay, the refs are now tied.
Timeout on the field. Brought to you by Scott Gibson and the drones.
This is great. It's over there. It's still an eyesight, but hopefully it stays out so we can get this first half over with. They're waving the flag off.
It was a warning.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
We'll see what Coach Nowatzki does here on first down with Hunter Johnson. Twins to either side. Snap, looking to throw to the outside. Wade catches it, makes a move to the sideline. Nice little yards after catch. Stays in bounds.
He's got to get out of bounds.
Yes, he does.
Save that timeout.
He's got a first
get
down
back to
here,
the line.
so they got to
Clock
get
will
on the ball
stop.
quick.
Yeah, but
And
let's see how much time they lose.
If they got a play ready to go here, and they're to the line. Good job. No, they're going to spike it.
Not 1 second came off the clock.
And we got a flag on the far side official once again.
Jordan, you know, he's trying to maybe break a tackle and score there, but if you just step out of bounds, that makes it a lot calmer. You don't have to rush. You can get the play you want. Right there, he puts his foot in the ground. It's a great move by Wade. And then right here, when he senses that second tackler, he could have ducked out. So
yeah,
and they'll show him that on film. And
yeah, they'll learn from it.
Yep.
And they're getting back to the line, getting ready to go.
Did they call the penalty before the play went off?
Was it a sideline
Because
warning?
no time came off the clock. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, I couldn't. We don't have the Paul Bitterman.
It's on
the referee's
Morgan.
not mic'd up
Maybe
tonight.
someone was lined up off sides. It's a dead ball foul there.
Could be. That's kind of what it appears to be.
5-yard penalty against Morgan. 1st and 5 now with 27 seconds left. Johnson looking down the field, wings it deep to the right sideline. Jump ball.
Great defense, by the way.
And
great defense.
That's Robbie Cameron right there.
Yeah, I think Cameron felt like he got interfered with.
Yeah, that was incredible defense.
I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that. You know, you say a DB's in your hip pocket, he's in his hip pocket. He turns right when the receiver turns.
Oh, yeah, that's offensive PI.
Yeah,
that's easy.
And Jake Hill did climb over the top of Robbie Cameron, so I can see why he's a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, worth it to try to avoid, you know, if you're the receiver, worth it to get an offensive pass interference call to avoid the interception, but didn't get the call for Morgan. 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson. Flushed out of the pocket, gets rid of it, wobbly pass. It's caught but out of bounds by Espelin. And just put it up there as he was getting tackled. And it'll be incomplete. 3rd down, 15 seconds on your Nets on Fire clock here.
Good job, like, just getting it. I don't know how he threw that on his hands with the pressure. I mean, that's really good awareness, again, to avoid the sack one and then to get rid of it. It was wobbly. It came out slippy, but it actually was right on the hands, but he couldn't put any zip on it, and that's why it took Espelin out of bounds.
You guys ready for the double pass here?
Yeah, let's see it.
If that back comes out of that backfield, it's going to be a double pass.
Let's go.
You know I love the trickeration,
Here's
Coach.
Johnson.
No.
Flushed, sacked. And Morgan, I don't think has any timeouts left.
No, but Snow Canyon does, and I think they just used one.
Mm-hmm.
9.2.
I don't know why. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh,
no, the clock, they're going to wind it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, and that'll be the half.
All right, 7-6 on your We Win injury loss scoreboard. Morgan with the 1-point lead. Semi-surprising here on the road. They lead by 1 over the Snow Canyon Warriors. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll be back with the Info West halftime show. 3-minute timeout. Back with the halftime show right after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Calendris. You'll be on.
Welcome back. Info West halftime show, 7-6. Morgan Trojans lead the Snow Canyon Warriors here at Snow Canyon High School. We had some excitement, not just on the field, but we had a drone flying around driving everybody crazy, taunting the home faithful. And it's nowhere to be seen now, but I wouldn't doubt if it came back. It kind of distracted everybody from the end of that first half. I've never seen that, Devin.
No.
I'm surprised because there's so many drones around nowadays, but never seen something so egregious.
Well, I don't own a drone, so it's not me.
Yeah.
But Coach mentioned it. Coach Mike Espel, Snow Canyon's coach, was I think he was fired up about that.
Absolutely. For the fastest internet in southern Utah and local support, trust the internet people at InfoWest. Go to InfoWest.com to sign up today. Not a high-flying first half by any means, Devin, but, 7-6, we got a good game at least. 1 point differential after one half.
I thought this game had the potential to be close, but both quarterbacks were pretty efficient tonight. How about Despain going 15-19 for 147 and that touchdown right there with about 45 seconds left on the clock. Hunter Johnson for the Warriors, you check his Wilkinson stats. Appreciate Wilkinson's House of Lighting. 11-17, 90 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Wade has 3 catches for 54 yards. Both teams fairly even in touches. In fact, Snow Canyons ran 29 plays, Morgan 28. Total offense, though, Morgan winning 169 yards of offense, 121 for the Warriors. Time of possession, Snow Canyon with the edge, 12 minutes 44 to 10:42 for Morgan. Neither team can run the ball in that first half, though, Coach.
Neither team really tried to run the ball in that first half.
Yeah.
The penalties kept them out of that, too. Morgan's 9 penalties for 60 yards already. When you're behind the sticks that much, you can't run the ball. And then Snow Canyon, they've had success running a little bit of their, inside zone and power. But they've had more success in the passing game right now, just throwing it out wide.
Yeah, it's one of the things we talked about in the pregame, that Snow Canyon's personality this year, without that awesome offensive line, clearly changed a little bit. Throwing heavy with Hunter Johnson, who did have that efficient first half. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget sportsradio977.com. Follow us at Dev Dixon on Twitter for Region 10 updates. We'll get to those here shortly, brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. What other stats kind of standing out to you? There was really that one interception turnover by Morgan.
Yeah,
and
Drake Kelly.
And then they also had Snow Canyon had a fumble giveaway. And really not the cleanest first half, a decent amount of flags too, right?
Well, there's 2 things that I've seen tonight. Well, I came over here thinking, okay, what is Coach Nowatzki going to do with this offense with new guys, right? You got one returning starter on offense. What are you going to do? How are you going to play with your personnel, right?
Yeah.
I see that he got in a little bit of a groove there. They got away from keeping Morgan off balance at times. And then they got to keep Morgan's quarterback in the pocket. They cannot let him run rampant. So they have to watch how far up the field they get. Don't create these lanes for him to take off. Make him throw the ball. They've played defense really well in the back end, except for the one, but they got to keep the quarterback in the pocket.
First downs, 7 for each team. How about this? 5 passing for each team, 1 rushing, and 1 for each team on a penalty. You don't see that?
No.
Even of a stat line. How about this third down conversion? 3 out of 8 for Morgan, 3 out of 9 for Snow Canyon. That money down, third down, was not great in that first half for either team, and that's why it's a 1-point game. The only difference is Snow Canyon missed the PAT, and they trail 7-6.
You're listening to the InfoWest Halftime Show. Check out the internet people at Infowest.com to sign up today. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have some highlights from the first half as well as some Hurst Ace Hardware updates from around Region 10. We'll take another 3-minute break. Back with more after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience, mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Calindris. You'll be on the SWAT team, the best SWAT team. Just a fantastic situation.
I was going to talk to you last time.
Welcome back to Snow Canyon High School inside the InfoWest Halftime Show. Check out the internet people at InfoWest. Infowest.com, bringing you halftime show for years and years inside our region coverage. Time now for our highlight package, brought to you by CEC TV, our awesome partner here, filming the pictures, the best in the business.
Yeah, and by Holbrook Asphalt, our Big Score dessert sponsor.
And here is Hunter Johnson showing off the wheels on that first drive. That was a third down conversion for a big first down. And then Despain launching it. This was another third down. One of the plays of the game. Jump ball, great catch on that one.
Yeah, kind of gave him some breathing room, and what a throw. Really good ball by Despain. Hunter Johnson, you know, this one on the run. Nice little comeback route. Finds Wade. Wade, 3 catches, 54 yards. When you check the Wilkinson stats, very productive first half for him.
And here's the touchdown throw to Logan Mendenhall.
Yeah, outside backers trying to get over there. I don't know where the safety of the corner was. They kind of blew that coverage, and Mendenhall will take it.
And here's the good pressure. I thought Morgan did a decent job. I mean, Hunter Johnson was efficient, but they got to him a couple times.
Yeah, they did. And then, late in the half, driving down the field, nice little throw again.
Yeah, it's been there all game.
Despena, 147 yards passing the first half, 1 touchdown. And this was this was the pick, though. This was the one interception. It was a mistake. Drake Kelly stopping that drive.
Yeah, either throw that one away or just run it. This was a really impressive throw.
Amazing.
There.
Yeah, right on the sideline. That was just a BB. And then steps up here and launches it down the middle for a touchdown.
Big holding on the left tackle on that play they missed, too.
Jackson Whiting, though, sure-handed grab. Sometimes when you're open like that in the end zone, you do not want to have the drops. So sure-handed catch, and he's made some catches all night long. This is a good performance for the junior quarterback. Like I mentioned, Despain moved from a slot his sophomore season over to quarterback. You can see his athleticism. He kind of looks like he's got a really good chance to keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
He could be an all-stater by the end of the year in 3A, guys. He's got good pocket awareness, good feet. Doesn't seem intimidated by the moment being on the road against a 4A school here. And Snow Canyon's probably, in the locker room right now trying to make a few adjustments. Defensively, I think they've been playing pretty well tonight, except for that last drive and that couple plays there where they just kind of got on their heels. But offensively, Snow Canyon's got to find a little bit more rhythm.
Yeah, but I think both teams have had a really clunky first half and have been unable to get their mojo going offensively. If you're Snow Canyon defensively, what did work for Morgan was that little dink and dunk down the middle. Are you content to just kind of allow that and keep them in front? I mean, there's not a lot you can do about 3 guys just turning around at 5 yards.
Again, I don't see Morgan doing that 80 yards all the way down the field.
Yeah.
So I think to kind of go back to what you were saying before, that was kind of clunky. Well, there was so many penalties. You couldn't really get anything, any rhythm going. But, if I was Snow Canyon right now, I'm not going to give Despain any running lanes. I'm going to keep him in the pocket, keep him contained, and just play really sound defense on the back end. And if they do that, they're going to be super successful here. If they start to try to get up the field too far, they bring blitzes, I think he breaks them down, and that's where the big plays happen. So they got to continue to just play. They don't have to play crazy defense. They can just play really nice base, aggressive defense with their front four and with their linebackers as well as they run. They don't really have to do too much.
Time now for our Hearst Ace Hardware Region 10 updates. Check out all the hot buys every month at Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, located in the heart of St. George and Cedar City, and open 7 days a week to serve you with a variety of products with prices that please.
Yeah, 33-0 Hurricane over ALA. The Eagles in the Tigers Den struggling. No points, and Wright has caught 3, and Ashby has thrown 4 for the Hurricane Tigers on offense. Right now, 21-7 at the half. Desert Hills leads over Cedar Valley. And Pineview, last update, Dominic McKenzie touchdown. Pineview leads Highland 14-0 late in the second quarter. Dixie scored late second quarter. They're at the half. They lead 7-3 over Riverton. And last report was Crimson Cliffs leading 9-7. Let me check that. I still have 9-7. I believe that game's at the half as well. So right now, Region 10 playing pretty well. Snow Canyon is trailing. Cedar is also trailing. Juab is leading them, defending 3A champs 13-7. But Cedar's in that game at the half, Coach.
Yeah, no, Juab's the real deal in that classification, and they got a lot of kids back, and they know what it's like to win. And the Cedar has gone up there quite a few times and gotten beat. So they got to kind of turn the tide here, believe in themselves, and maybe get a win up there. But it's I know how tough it is to play up there.
That's Carl Franke alongside Devin Dixon and Andy Thompson. That was our Info West halftime show. We'll be back after this 2-minute break for second half action. Morgan leads Snow Canyon 7-6 headed into the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Welcome back. Friday night lights in southern Utah. Where else would you rather be in? It's a nice, semi-cool night. And they got rid of the drone kid, so we should have a relaxing second half.
Yeah, we got a report that it was an 11-year-old just having fun over on the baseball field flying the drone around. So
got
hopefully
hauled away in a paddy wagon.
So hopefully that won't be a distraction in the second half. And let's talk second half adjustments, guys. Go back to our Camping World keys to the games. And, Coach, you're a fly on the wall. What are the adjustments for the Warriors and then the Trojans?
Well, I think Snow Canyon needs to attack the middle of the field. They're playing a lot of two safety high. They're playing cover too. You can run your seams, you can run your deep outs, you can run your corner routes, and attack. You know what? I want to see them play a little bit more up-tempo and a little bit more aggressive. They seem to be kind of on their heels a little bit, and I want to see them kind of get a rhythm here going early. And then Morgan, just stop penalizing yourself, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, to Spain, I've been very impressed with the first-year starter. Both quarterbacks are starting their first-year varsity for both teams, and both statistically had great first halves. All right, we're about ready to get things going here in the second half. You're listening on ESPN 97.7 and watching on CEC TV and Sports Radio 977.com. Be sure to stay tuned for the Region 10 Live wrap-up show after all the games finish. We'll give you all the scores, coaches' comments, stats, everything you need to know about all the Region 10 games. And here's the kick. High in the sky. It will be fielded around the 10-yard line by Morgan.
This kick
nice return. Yeah, he's got wheels, and he gets to the sideline, knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it past the 35-yard line. That's where Morgan will take over to try to extend their one-point lead after a solid last drive to end the first half.
Was that Robbie Cameron?
Yes. Yeah, Cameron.
They got him listed as a center. I don't think that's a center running around. That kid was flying.
Run the center sneak with that kid.
Yeah, no kidding.
Twins to either side for Despain. High snap. Hands it off up the middle to actually that's Korth, not Lance, and he's drilled for a limited gain.
Guess who? Drake Kelly going in there. He's a bulldog. You're not going to back down, but that's a pretty good stop. I mean, he's a load to bring down. He had a little bit of a lane, but I like how he closes and tacks the ball carrier.
Morgan's offensive line is not getting to the second level.
2nd and 8 for Despain. Looking right, little hitch, caught, turns upfield, gets decked, but a decent gain, and they've got him spotted right around the line to gain. We'll see if they give it to him. Yeah, they're going to scoot him. Fabulous Freddy's first down. And this is what's been working for Morgan, just Patriot style. Just turn around after 6 yards, catch it, and go.
Yeah. Dink and dunk, dink and dunk. If they can just stick with it and not get impatient, they can use that all the way down the field.
1st and 10. Quick throw outside. Caught and leveled. What a hit on the outside. Ball gets loose, but they're calling him down. And he just threw it outside, and he ran right into a freight train. Jackson Whiting with the catch. And a big hit by Esplin. Brought to you by our friends at Get Floored. And he got floored on that one.
No question. Get
Got to make a dad proud with a hit like that, right?
Yeah. What a fitting big hit sponsor. Get Floored. Flooring, new construction, remodels, they got you covered. Locally owned and operated.
Jet sweep, strung out nicely and contained by Logan Mendenhall, who makes the tackle.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to run side to side against this Warrior team because their linebackers just run so well. You're going to have to attack vertically against this team.
Yeah, that's what they did kind of on that late touchdown scoring drive. but trying to still – both these teams have not abandoned the run. It's too
No.
early in the third
No.
quarter to do that.
No, but, they're really aggressive on the back end, Snow Canyon, so your double moves will work.
3rd and 10. Despain rolls out, throws it short, and caught by Whiting. And he's short of the first down, but on Snow Canyon's side of the field.
It looks like they're going to punt here.
And they bring in the punt team. And we've seen that from Coach Barlow in situations where you think, oh, maybe he'll dial it up here. No, he's playing a field position game and realizes that this is a low-scoring defensive struggle so far tonight here at Snow Canyon High School. And he'll kick it away once again to try to pin Snow Canyon deep. Little flex motion, and now we got a whistle and a flag.
I wonder if they're trying to set something up because it's not like causing anyone to jump or, you know what I mean? Either you're doing it to cause the other team to jump or you're just doing it to look. I don't know what you're doing it for unless they got something to set up for it. They already ran their fake, so.
Right. They already used their dazzling fake punt earlier on in the game, and they'll do that again. Here's the kick. And it'll bounce at about the 25-yard line and down at about the 22.5, and that's where Snow Canyon will take over.
That's good job defensively right there. Not a deep punt there. Decent field position from where they punted it from, if you ask me. And now Hunter Johnson's offense got to try to find a little bit of rhythm.
I like how the punter punts it, too. He punts the old, watermelon ball. He turns it, sideways when he kicks it. You don't see that too often.
And, the thing that was key on that defensive stop, Jackson Whiting didn't get a touch. You know he had 12 catches already in this game?
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of sideways, eh?
Yeah.
Play-by-play action tonight brought to you by our friends, as always, at Intermountain Sports Medicine, providing athletic training for all Region 10 varsity athletics again this season. If you got a sports injury, call Dr. Millward today, 251-3600.
That's a pretty good job there by Morgan, not going with the fake and the quarterback power read.
Yep.
Closed that down pretty quick.
And the student section jumping up and down on a first down. Wobbling the camera just a little bit. 2nd and 7 coming up for Snow Canyon.
Yeah, you're down 7-6 on the We Win injury loss scoreboard right now. It would be huge to flip the momentum if you could put a nice little 78-yard drive together here and punch this one into the end zone. But not a bad play on first down. You got about 3.
8:37 on our Nets on Fire clock. Here's the throw inside. Caught. He's got room to go. He's going to kick it outside. That's Warner. He's going to get a block, and he's got room. Left sideline. Gets past the 30 down to the 25-yard line, showing off the afterburners for a fabulous Freddy's first down and more. Big play for the Warriors.
Warriors might have got away with a block downfield in the back here, but Hunter Johnson just stays in there, goes back across the middle, and nice little position to run that route. And Will Warner gets a lot of yak yards on this play. And you're knocking on that Red Rock Real Estate red zone just outside the 20. That's the biggest offensive play of the night for the Warriors. See if they want to go quick here, but taking some time in the huddle. Sometimes you get a big play like that, the big guys got to catch their breath.
Well, you got the defense on their heels. It's nice to just line up quick and take a shot, too.
Johnson. Nice. We saw Warner last week against Cypress have a similar play like that. He took to the house. He can catch and go. And here's Johnson. Decides to pull it down and run. He'll get a few yards. Lowers his shoulder. Gets about 3 or 4 on first down.
You know who Hunter Johnson kind of reminds me of? A little bit of a Reggie Graff, right? Where he's a really confident runner. He's not scared to take hits. Doesn't need to be red jersey in practice. I mean, this kid's a football player.
Yeah, I don't know who they have as their backup. So, it's a long season taking those hits, too.
Yeah.
2nd and 6 for Johnson inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. He's got Jensen right behind him. And they're going to throw a swing out to Jensen.
Double pass. There it is.
And there it is. They set it up. Touchdown. What a throw by Jensen right to the numbers. And we got a light show here at Snow Canyon as they retake the lead here in the third quarter.
Jake Hill, Carl called it. You know, I had Coach Esplin on the show today. I said, Coach, we're going to see some trickeration. Make sure Coach Nowatzki knows it's coming. And, Carl, you said that if they swing the back out earlier, they go double pass. You could see it was a backwards pass, and you kind of immediately saw the defense bite. And Jake Hill, 6'3", behind everybody, easy grab, his second touchdown of the season.
I thought they were going to use it before the half, and they just waited until this half to use it.
I like it, though. I like it. You know, sometimes coaches sit on trick plays too long, and then they never use them.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
That was a great time to use it.
It's all situational, right?
Yep.
Here's the Simply Wisdom Teeth PAT up and good. Snow Canyon 13, Morgan 7, 6:59 on the Nets on Fire clock. We'll take a 45-second break. Back with more second half action right here on your Region 10 Radio Network.
Julia, are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
They look like trick plays.
Welcome back. Inside the Ideal Home and Paint game of the night, Snow Canyon retakes the lead with a little trickeration, as Double D calls it. He loves to see it, and Nowatzki paid off for him on that one. Beautifully drawn up play and perfectly set up play, right, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, they, like I said, I thought they were going to run it earlier at the half, but they kept it in their pocket. But you could see that they've run that quite a few times where they're just trying to see if the corners are biting really hard, and they caught them that time.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, quick update. Pick 6 by the Flyers.
Oh, good.
But PAT no good, so it's 13-3 in the third quarter. But Dixie, after kind of getting embarrassed a little bit by Springville last week, looking pretty good against a big school.
Yeah, I just knew they'd respond.
That's 2-time state championship winning coach Carl Franke on the broadcast with us tonight. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson here with you on ESPN 97.7. Pass goes out wide, bobbled, but he comes down with it regardless of Drake Kelly putting a big hit on him in the back.
You know, you're going to get a pick 6 here. We used to run what is called a trap, where the corner would actually jump the inside guy, and then the safety plays over the top of the outside receiver and try to just take a chance, because they've been throwing that on first down quite a bit, right? So they could run that trap play and just take that away and probably get a pick 6.
2nd and 9, rolling out to the left. He's got blockers, throws it caught, complete, but great coverage once again by Snow Canyon. Catch and drops him immediately. That's Rockwell Jones. Number 9, no longer Landon Fry, who's graduated. Rockwell having a great game at linebacker for Snow Canyon and Coach Esplin. Here we go, 3rd and 9 coming up for Morgan.
They've been in these 3rd and longs way too much today.
Despain looking for the shallow cross, then pulls it down. He's been good improvising tonight. Wings it to the sideline. Ball is caught.
That's a first down there.
For a first down. Great job hooking up with Levi Millward.
I like that kid's moxie, right? He just doesn't panic. You just see his eyes are always up the field, and he's just looking for the next guy. Look at him, patient.
And then he just whips it last second, right before the key goes out of bounds for a first down.
Nice job.
Moxie.
Nice job by Millward to come back to it and help his quarterback out, but also know where the sticks are.
Looking left, wings it on a hitch, outside to Whiting. It's caught for a 4 or 5 yard gain there on first down.
How about the efficiency? That is his 21st completion out of 25 attempts. This kid's only a junior. This is his 2nd career start. He is very accurate.
Yeah, I like him a lot, and he stands in there strong and delivers a good ball for his receivers to handle.
Not bad for a guy that played slot last year, huh?
No, not bad at all.
I think he did play quarterback his freshman year, though, if I'm not mistaken.
He might have.
2nd and 6. Despain. Ooh. Gets wrapped up, and Snow Canyon has a look what I found sack as he just kind of ran into the arms of Phoenix Oliver.
Well, we just gave him a lot of credit for sticking with the play. Right here, he did the pocket awareness. He doesn't have to get up. He doesn't have to climb so high up into the pocket. He could have just stayed where he was.
Oliver, a junior, 6'2", 190. Yeah, he spun around, and then he's like, oh, look what I got, and just had to wrap him up.
Those are the best sacks, right?
Yeah.
3rd and 9. Here is Despain, rolls to the left. Here's the throw, short of the line to gain. He has to take a knee to catch it. He does. It'll set up 4th and short, and we'll see what Barlow wants to do.
See, I'd like to see him on the ball right now, on the ball. Quarterback sneak, get that yard, and let's go. Now we're giving, they give Snow Canyon a chance to kind of get settled in here.
They will keep the offense on the field, as you'd assume here, with 4th and short in Snow Canyon territory. Despain in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw it, wings it hard, and incomplete. Wow.
Yeah,
wasn't open, tried to force it.
As many as he's completed, that time kind of, felt a little bit of pressure, got rid of it early. He didn't really have to force feed that in.
And he probably could have pulled it down and walked for a first down, right? The middle kind of came open for him, but that throwing to the, short hitches on the hashes has been working, just not that time.
Quick Hearst Days Hardware updated. Snow Canyon will take over on offense here with the 13-7 lead on the We Win scoreboard. Mustangs get a field goal early 3rd. At Spanish Fork, they lead 12-7, and they're in the 3rd quarter in that one. And they're just starting the second half right now. Desert Hills leading Cedar Valley 21-7.
Here's Johnson trying to extend the lead to 2 possession. Hands it off to Jensen. A nice little burst, but then they get to his legs and take him down after a short gain. I thought he might break that one.
Jensen's a nice addition. I mean, he's a big, strong runner. He looks like he's a guy that's still kind of getting his feet wet, with the team, the offensive system. Just moved to Southern Utah. This is his first game. Didn't play last week, and I like what I see out of him. I think as he gets more acclimated, he could be a big weapon for the Snow Canyon offense. But tonight, the run game really hasn't been as efficient as I'm sure Coach Espen would like it to be.
2nd and 7. Coulter Stewart enters the game. Far side receiver. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to Stewart, who catches it in traffic. Flag thrown on a run pass option. He whipped it out. Great job there by Johnson to squeeze it in there to Stewart.
Yeah, Coulter Stewart Jr., 5'11", $175. That was in traffic. Was he draped over him? Was it PI, or did he push off as he broke on the in route there? I couldn't tell.
It's going to be a defensive pass interference, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see anything there that would warrant a hold or anything at the line of scrimmage.
Unless he caught his face mask or something, but this is a long discussion to figure this one out.
Again, our officiating crew tonight: Paul Bitterman, the white hat; Don Hewlett, Gene Blair, Josh Harrington, Tim Welsh, the line judge tonight.
They're going to have to ice their arms a little bit tonight. There's been a lot of flags, right?
I think they've done a really good job.
They've done a great job, but I'm just saying, every penalty that they've called has been a legit penalty.
It's PI.
Yep.
And Kendall Prescott, who's the DB's coach, he's not going to mind that once in a while, right? Because you're in position to make a play. The 5 yards, the jam, and then he just kept hanging on a little, draped all over
him. It was
him.
just his right arm. His right arm was wrapped around his waist when he tried to knock the ball away. It was a good call by the official. He saw it from that end. And but what are you going to do? You're just fighting.
Not a big costly
deal.
Penalty. I mean, give Snow Canyon down to the 40 of Morgan. So, they've already scored once to retake the lead here. Nobody has had a 2-score lead. If Snow Canyon can get a 2-score lead, it'd be huge for the home team tonight.
I think anyone with a 2-score lead is going to have this thing.
Johnson motions out the back. He'll throw it to Jensen on a swing out wide. And
play.
Jensen, with some steam behind him, gets a good gain.
Yeah, see, the difference there is when they're going to throw it, he's going to get outside that hash. They're trying to get him out wide.
And they've asked these receivers to stock block a lot tonight, and pretty good job engaging the secondary there of Morgan to keep them occupied and get them right to the inch line of the line to gain. 2nd and short coming up here for Snow Canyon. Let's see if they take a shot. They didn't last time in the same situation.
I'd like to see him. It's 2nd and short. Take a shot.
Pistol. he'll pull it out, run it, lose yards.
That play never had a chance, did it?
They were all over that one.
Yeah, good job coming up and making that stick was Ty Wheeler, that outside linebacker.
And Morgan just had numbers in the box, and give or take, Johnson had no shot on that play. Third and 5 coming up for Snow Canyon. 2:04 on the Nets on Fire clock. Thanks for being with us. Game night in Southern Utah, brought to you by Ideal Home and Paint, our presenting sponsor for Region 10 football. 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson. Flings it over the middle. Threw it softly. It's picked off. And just a tough throw in the middle of the field with no mustard on it. Easy pick for Morgan.
Tanner Stanley right there, the senior, getting the Oski.
Well, he's throwing against his body, right? He's going left, receiver's coming right. He just undercuts it, makes a great play, and let's see if that kick starts Morgan a little bit here.
Yeah, 2-1 now, advantage Morgan in the turnover department. And Despain can try to go back to work. 22 out of 27 now, 185 yards in this game.
Motions a man over, hands it off up the middle, nowhere to go, and there's really hasn't been anywhere to go in between the tackles tonight for Morgan. Great job filling the gaps by Snow Canyon as usual.
You know, both these quarterbacks, you look at the Wilkinson stats comparison right now. 22-27, 185, 1 touchdown for Despain and the pick.
Yeah.
Hunter Johnson, 13 and 19, 148, the touchdown, and now the pick.
Well, if you look at Morgan's O-line, they're much bigger than Snow Canyon, but Snow Canyon's just hitting the gaps quicker.
Despain throws it out to the left side through the hands of his receiver. We have flags on both sides of the field. It was intended for Luke Mueller. Just a little too hot to handle.
Illegal man downfield.
Appreciate you being with us. And it is a legal man downfield.
Quick score update, AT. 14-13, Cedar has retaken the lead on Juab. Pineview has scored again. They got a 21-0 shutout going up at Highland tonight. That game on 94.9 FM, or you can go to the newstalk890.com and listen on the website. Live stream was having problems tonight on that one. Apologize for that. Dixie up 13-3. They've scored again, and they lead by 10 over Riverton. That's the largest lead of the game for them.
2nd and long, roll out right. Despain throws it to the sideline, low and away, incomplete. Diving back for the ball was Millward. Could not corral. It'll be 3rd and long coming up for Morgan.
Desert Hills leading 21-7. They had to punt on their opening drive in the second half, but the muffed punt and the Thunder recovered, so they've got the offense back out on the field up by 14. Keep you posted on all these games. Of course, we'll have a full wrap-up at the end of the night on all of them.
3rd and 14 for Morgan. Just down one score. Despain, he's been great on 3rd downs. See if he can make a play. A throwback screen pass, throws it short of the back who had blockers in front of him. Incomplete.
Yeah, there was one guy, if he catches it, had a chance to make a play, and that was Esplin. But yeah,
the back's got to stop. The back's got to stop. He can't keep floating up the field. He's got to stop, curl up right there between the number and a hash, present yourself to the quarterback who's taking on pressure and then trying to throw back across his body, which is, the design of the play. But he's got to stay there. He can't keep floating up the field.
Well, and Despain kind of threw off his back foot, kind of floating away too, so he didn't quite get as much zip on it as he maybe would have liked as well.
Well, and then, again, that's the design of the play. You want that pressure to come from that side, and you expect him to do that. But the back kept floating up the field. That's hard to throw.
Fair catch caught by Warner. I don't think we've seen a punt return by either team tonight. That one caught around the 30-yard line of Snow Canyon. That's where they'll take over. 48 seconds on your Nets on Fire clock. Check out Nets on Fire back-to-school specials. They're building champions on and off the court over at the Be More Sports Complex. 13-7, Snow Canyon has the lead. And looking to add to it, get some insurance points up on the board here at home in week 2, coming off that win against Cypress last week.
I kind of have a feeling like this is the drive they got to score in, right? And in the 3rd quarter here, probably score in the 4th.
Here's the throw outside, complete to Mendenhall.
Good ball.
Gets out of bounds.
Good ball, good catch. That's what that play's designed to do, is just get you a few yards and
put you in second and medium, right? 2nd and 5 and open, or 2nd and 6 gives you opens up the playbook, so you can, it could be a run or a pass here.
And Mendenhall will step out. Jake Hill in the game. Trips to the far side. Jensen side cart left to Hunter Johnson.
He's got man-to-man on this side if he wants it.
They send people. And the ball is loose. Stripped by Morgan and fallen on by the Trojans. It will be their ball. And another turnover for Snow Canyon.
Ty Wheeler was the guy that jumped on it. I didn't catch live there. Let's see if we can take a look on the replay. Who stripped it?
21.
21. He's been making plays. Noah Bratson has been making plays all night. Him and Wheeler both, and they
very active player, right?
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, Snow Canyon's had a couple of drives now to push this to a 2-possession lead, and now you got a chance to retake the lead.
Well,
if
you're Morgan right now, you got to take advantage of this.
Yeah,
you got to get points somehow.
Inside the Warrior 35 where you start this drive.
Yep. You can't have any negative plays on this drive.
You at least got to have the field goal, right, to cut it to 3.
Sure.
The worst case scenario.
Yep.
Here's the handoff up the middle and decked.
Drop play didn't work at all.
There's not a single lineman that gets up to the second level, and so those linebackers are just teeing off on these running backs.
Just being fed to the wolves. Another get floored big hit by Snow Canyon. Get Floored Construction, our sponsor for big hits this year. They specialize in remodeling your existing home or building a new home. Call Christian Jensen with Get Floored today or visit getflooredsouthernutah.com. 2nd and 10 for Morgan. Straight drop back. Gets out of the pocket as usual. Throws it wide right and out of bounds. Incomplete. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 13-7, Snow Canyon with the lead, but Morgan threatening.
Flag on the field here.
And a flag is on the field, so that will see what the call is before we go to our commercial break to end the quarter.
Jake Wilkins just scored a touchdown for Desert Hills as the Cedar Valley Aviators muffed 2 punts in a row.
Inside their own 10.
On the second one,
yeah.
And Wilkins, the senior, runs it in. He's running the ball tonight and playing probably both ways because Tyden Morris is out with an ankle sprain.
Yeah, and like I said on our
Region 9 Rush?
Region 9 Rush last time. Sorry, I forgot the name there, Andy. But I don't think they need to play him until it's Region anyway.
Yeah.
Just get him rested up.
Yeah, that's a sore subject for Warrior fans because he came up through the Warriors program, started both ways for them last year as a linebacker and a running back, and then moved across town.
Yeah, and many here would say that was probably their best player.
Oh, no, I got bad news, Carl.
Uh-oh.
American Leadership Academy is on the board.
Oh, man.
The prediction
is that the second teamers in, though? Is that garbage time? What do we got?
33-8, I guess.
Uh-oh, that means Dixie's defense has got the game tonight.
Is that who you said?
Yeah.
Did you say Dixie?
Yeah.
I'll have to rewind
I'm
the
going to
tape
act
on
like
that
I
one.
did. I don't know.
Spain lofting it up. He's got a guy open. Great play by Logan Mendenhall, knocking it away. I thought that was 6 for sure, but Mendenhall with a closing speed.
He threw
like
a
Sean Taylor on that one.
He threw a 3-ball in the corner, and it just took so long to get there.
Man, he floated a little bit.
If the receiver comes back and high points that ball, it's either going to be PI or he makes the catch.
Yeah, because Mendenhall's coming 100 miles an hour into him.
Yes.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We'll take the break. Thanks for being with us. 13-7, Warriors with the lead. We'll be right back on ESPN 97.7.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all
Welcome back. Snow Canyon High School. Jump around. We're ready for the fourth quarter. House of Pain. Let's go. We're inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone for Morgan. Red Rock Real Estate. What's your home worth? Get your free market analysis on what your home could sell for. Check redrockrealestate.com.
Yeah, nice little throw there on second down. Peyton Brooks, I think that might be his first grab tonight.
16, no.
Gets it inside the 10.
Yeah.
Third and short coming up.
Big moment here. A big sequence here, I feel like, guys. Now we're into the fourth quarter.
They've got Corthin at running back, not Lance. We'll see. They're just going to roll out and throw it over the top. Caught by Whiting. He tries to slip by a couple of Warriors. He'll be stopped, but get the first down.
Yep.
Good touch pass by the quarterback to Spain.
And Whiting a little shaken up. I think that's catch 13 for him tonight.
I was going to say, that kid has put it all on the field tonight.
And that play is designed solely to go to him before you even snap it. You know that's that play for him to just get the first down.
And I like the play call, too, because it puts Despain in motion. So if he has to tuck it and run, he's got blockers out in front.
First and goal from the 3-yard line for Despain and
don't go
Trojans.
side to side. You got to run this ball forward, straight up the field.
He's going to go under center, single wing formation. And he's going to crossfire it around to the right side, but the Warriors are waiting for him in the backfield, nowhere to go, and that's a loss.
Update for you real quickly. Crimson Cliffs quarterback Chase Hansen just went 69 yards unofficially to the house on a design quarterback draw, and it's 18-7 Mustangs PAT pending. They were one of the teams that was trying to bounce back from a loss in week 1 last week.
Yeah, no, I told you they would be. That was going to be a better game for them. Getting that one underneath their belt, I thought they were going to play real well this week.
Spain rolls out, throws it low and outside. There's a late flag. He catches it in the end zone. Touchdown. What a throw. Squeezes it in for Despain. We'll see what the flag is. It's in the backfield of the Trojans.
Yeah, I think this is coming back, guys, unless it's a late hit.
No, the quarterback was out of the pocket.
I think it's going to be a hold on Morgan.
And it will be a hold against the away team, Morgan Trojans, and it'll take away a touchdown on another beautiful C thrown by Despain.
6, I believe. I didn't see a lot there, guys. That's a really late flag.
That was a tough one.
Tough call there, taking points off the board. And now Snow Canyon's defense, now you have new life. You're outside the 15 now. Ball will be spotted at the 16, and it's second and goal. Now Morgan's really got to work to punch this thing in and try to retake the lead, down by 6.
Here's rolling out right is Despain. Throws it across his body. Incomplete. Back over the middle. Dangerous throw, but falls to the turf harmlessly.
Again, I don't like the play call because you're rolling right into the boundary. You got no room over there. You're putting all your receivers to the short side of the field. There's not enough space.
And once again, Morgan has had so many opportunities to convert, and it's looking not well for him right now.
I think
3rd-16.
this is 2 down territory if I'm Morgan.
You really don't want the 3 to try to...
I don't know if he can make it from there. It's pretty windy out here, too.
3rd and goal from the 16-yard line to Spain. Straight drop back, rolls out, flushed, wings it just, well wide of the receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 16.
They're going to kick it.
Special teams.
I mean, if you trust your kicker, you make it a one-possession game. If you know it's early in the season, if you've had some preseason struggles with the special teams, then sure you want to take another shot in the end zone. But
I'm just thinking the last time Morgan was down here was before the half, so they haven't been down here too often. And I mean, it's the right call if you trust your kicker. If you trust your kicker,
about a 7 to 10 mile an hour breeze, I think.
Yeah,
from the south,
from left to right for him, and he's kicking off the right hash.
A little bit of a high snap, gets it down in time.
Nope,
kick is up and no good.
Just pulled it a little bit. That's the problem when you're on that right hash. You got to try to take it to that left post a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And empty possession. That's a huge
penalty because I didn't really see much on that play.
Yeah, and that really backed them up and forced their hand. And Snow Canyon's defense holds and doesn't give up anything.
And it goes back to that holding call. Takes away a touchdown. Another time that Morgan had an opportunity where penalties killed him. They've been right in this game but haven't been able to convert. And we'll see if Snow Canyon wants to go for the jugular here with 10:14 left in the game. Up 6 on your We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Check out We Win Injury Law, formerly One Law, same crew, just a new name. They win for you, period. If you've been injured in an accident, they'll fight for you and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com.
Oh, there's
Up
a big
the middle,
play
there
here.
goes.
There he goes. He's going to get caught.
Or excuse me, that's Hunter. Sorry.
It's Hunter Johnson,
right
the
up the middle on a draw play, and shows off the. He was like a bat out of hell on that one. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, they run that back out, spread the field. The backers ran with them, and they ran quarterback draw, design draw up the middle.
I like that play. I like that play call. Good time to throw it on and catch the defense. And
Well, again, that they've thrown that wide a couple times, and because they play a man style with their backers on the back, they don't switch it, and so they're just pulling numbers out of the box. It was a good call.
Huge play for Snow Canyon on the ground. There's been few and far between on those tonight for the Warriors, but that was a big one for the quarterback. 1st and 10 inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Johnson fading away, throws it complete for a 1.5 yards to Wade.
Yeah, how about Hunter Johnson now? I think he's 15 of 22, $161 and a touchdown. Does have the one interception, but now 11 carries and over 81, I think 82 yards on the ground after that long one.
I think for Johnson, I believe he likes to throw it out of the pocket. He likes to be a little bit more comfortable. He doesn't throw it as well running from side to side, but did a good job there, just not take a sack.
Straight drop back for Johnson. Lofts it up over the top, but there was some tangled up hand fighting midway through that route. We'll see if it goes against Robbie Cameron.
He was trying to throw it to Coulter Stewart. And maybe illegal contact downfield or pass interference, guys?
I would think so.
Yeah, I think he may have grabbed him as a kind of inside-out route.
Again, if the receiver runs into the corner,
will be defensive holding against Morgan.
Sometimes they always lean on the side where the offensive player gets the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's see it here. He's got a hold of his jersey on the back, though. That was a good call.
Holbrook Asphalt replay for you on TV. Of course, we're looking for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert tonight. We need over 25 points, guys, and it's only 8:57 left on the Nets on Fire clock in this game.
Here's Johnson.
If you're Morgan, you got to bring pressure here.
Gives it to Jensen, who's got some daylight, dives forward inside the 5.
Good hard run by Jensen, Devin Jensen. Try to kind of get everything he could out of that. I think he got caught in between moves at the very end of the run. He makes a nice little cut. Good vision. Right there, he kind of got a little indecisive.
Kind of in between.
Yep. Like, do I pull him? Do I wait for him to dive and miss me?
If I was Snow Canyon here, I would sprint that back out and hit him again out wide.
From the 3-yard line, it's 2nd and goal for Johnson. And he's going to pull it and throw it. Pull it.
This RPO.
Nice little run pass option for the touchdown.
Esplin with the catch. Sticky hands. Hunter Johnson's got another one through the air. Esplin's 2nd of the season. He had one last week in the win over Cypress. Just a little slant route.
Yeah, good call. It's easy throwing catch.
It's basically like a search or a snag route, and it's just off the RPO there wherever the backer is, he replaces.
Yep, great route by Esplin. And
easy read there when he's flying on that blitz, right?
Yep. You caught him in the blitz, and now you got finally the first 2-score lead of the night for the Warriors.
Yeah.
And if you go back to that last possession when they were in the red zone at the 3, this game has changed quickly. Uncle Momentum has swung his head. Uncle Mo.
Another big Team D touchdown for Snow Canyon. Team D won't be beat. Go see the local boys, Jason and Parker, Team D Auto, teamdautosales.com. 45-second break. We'll be back. Warriors lead 20-7 on our We Win Injury Law scoreboard.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered. where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
The real estate market in Southern Utah is booming. Before you sell, talk to a Red Rock real estate agent to see what your home is worth. You may be surprised. If you're looking to buy a home, check out all their listings at redrockrealestate.com. Voted the best real estate company in Southern Utah 2 years in a row. Red Rock Real Estate.
Welcome back. Snow Canyon extends their lead 20-7 with another touchdown throw from Hunter Johnson to Brooks Esplin. And we got 8:13 left on our Nets on Fire clock. Stay tuned for the Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station player of the game in this one.
Couple score updates. Crimson Cliffs pulling away from Spanish Fork, 25-7. Dawns need a rally. They're down to about a minute 25 left in the third quarter. And Desert Hills is pulled away in a big way from Cedar Valley, 38-7. Noah Fuatololo throws another touchdown, the second of the night, I believe, to Austin Turnbow. Turnbow's second touchdown. I don't know if he has a pick tonight or yet. Last week, Turnbow had 4 interceptions.
Despain rolls out, flings it to Whiting with his 14th catch, maybe.
I'll check
Gets
it.
a few yards. And Morgan has got to be urgent with 8 minutes left down, a couple scores.
I have him for 15 after the last one. 15 for 92. So they haven't been the big ones. 15 for just 92. But, man, he is a weapon underneath.
Despain looking
day.
for a post. Doesn't come open. Instead pulls it down and runs it and dives. Gets a few yards.
Yeah, Kafusi's going to get credit, I think, for that tackle. Nice job.
Good decision there, though. Don't throw anything down the middle late. And
yeah, you can't afford to throw a pick in this situation.
But this, I mean, you guys, again, this is all fourth down territory if you're Morgan.
3rd and 2. It's actually more like 3rd and 3 coming up for Despain, who rolls left. Flings it, caught by Whiting, turns upfield, gets leveled.
That was a helmet. That was a helmet to helmet, too.
Got floored.
There it is, the flag. Yeah, he was up high.
Oh, he stuck his face mask right in his.
And that is kind of a textbook. You can't do that in the 21st century football.
No, that's going to be tack 15 on, so it would have been enough for a first down anyway to the 31.
So this puts them, at about the 45-yard line, doesn't it? Or almost the 50?
Yeah. I think the hit came right at the 30, and then he got maybe.
It's either late or it was helmet to helmet.
Yep.
Because it was really close to the sideline.
Yeah, they're going to talk about it. Coach Esplin trying to get in there to listen. Drake Kelly's had a heck of a night, but they're going to get him for the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly has been bringing the pain all game, just a little too high on that one. This is just one that your eyes light up, and it's hard not to just go for it, right?
In the early 90s, fine.
Yeah, right in the face.
Fine, but now you just gotta get that head. You gotta take that head out of it. It's so tough to do sometimes when you're moving
after
full speed.
watching what happened to Nephi years ago, Sewell, I kind of cringe every time I see it.
Yeah.
Despain completes the pass. Nice job breaking the tackle and getting a few extra yards. It could have been a loss, but Tate Nelson makes a shifty play.
You know, it was fun having Bill Riley on our show here on 97.7 earlier this week talking about Nephi Sewell and how he thinks he's going to be the breakout star. You got Devin Lloyd, All-American preseason
Yeah, he's
linebacker.
already set for.
But Nephi wasn't even first or second or honorable mention on the preseason All-Pac-12 list, and Bill Riley thinks he's going to have a sensational season.
Screen pass, caught, and he's got room to go. He gets the first down.
And I agree. I mean, I think it's going to be a huge year for Nephi.
It's kind of fun for Region 9 to see Panay Sewell, former Desert Hills player in the NFL, had his debut last week. He plays tomorrow night, 5:30 on NFL Network. I'm going to settle in and watch that. I didn't get I was working last Friday when Detroit played.
Well, you only have to sit down for about
2 series?
half an hour. Then it's about over.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get out there to Detroit, their first home game, watch them play San Francisco, who I think them and Seattle have a huge opportunity. I see.
Oh, Seattle sucks.
We don't know about Stafford in L.A. with the Rams. You know, they lost Cam Akers.
I'm telling you, I think the 49ers are poised if they can stay healthy to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Most of America can't name one of their wide receivers.
I don't care.
Here's Despain straight back. He throws it to a wide receiver we know. That's Whiting.
Hugging.
He's going for the record, I'm sure, for
all-time
Morgan
catches
High School.
in a game. He might. I don't know what that record is, but that's 16, 17 for him now, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to wear his hands out tonight.
And he just eclipsed the century mark with that catch. He had 16 for 99 plus that one.
Second down, Despain over the middle, caught.
Guess who?
Yep.
I think that is actually Tate Nelson this time over the middle.
Yeah, spread it around. Come on, Despain. let some other guys have some fun tonight.
Heck, I put Despain all the way out on that far end, singled up, and just let him run a deep post, skinny deep post, and let it fly. Give him a shot.
You know, there's still time here. 6:08. They're starting to march here down to the 25. This is an important possession for the Trojans.
Despain looking right. He's gotten out of the pocket more times than not tonight. Flings it. Ooh, lost his feet was Tate Nelson.
Turf monster.
He was coming
Caught a
back for
cleat,
that
maybe?
ball. He got himself open. But
Caught
just
the front side of his cleat, fell down.
I think because the throw was behind him a little bit.
Behind him.
That's one of the few errant passes for Despain tonight.
He loves rolling right and just zinging it. And Tate goes down without catching it. 2nd and 10. Coming up, 5:55 on your Nets on Fire clock. Plenty of time for Morgan.
It's going to be interesting to see who he named as the Ernest 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game tonight. They've got a lot of nominees.
Despain steps up in the pocket, then rolls right. Flings it.
No.
Incomplete.
Dangerous throw.
Almost picked off by Snow Canyon. Flags on the play.
I always say no as soon as I see it because I can see his eyes light up trying to throw it deep down the middle late. I think I have flashbacks all the time as a head coach. Seeing all the quarterbacks, I always go, no.
And we'll have a hold against the Trojans.
I mean, when you're scrambling that much, that's all. I mean, it's bound to happen.
And the big fella, Brooks McGivern, not happy about the call.
Guess who just grabbed an interception for Desert Hills? Austin Turnbow. I don't know how many he's got tonight, but he just got one for sure. They're rolling Cedar Valley tonight. Hurricanes rolling American Leadership. Crimson is looking good tonight, guys.
2nd and a mile for Despain. He's going to wind up and launch down the right sideline. Jump ball. Great defense by Snow Canyon. Keeps it clean with step for step.
Brooks Esplin. Yeah, right in his hip pocket. Turned, found the football. Can't play much better than that.
No, that was good, too. Really good defense.
Despain had pressure coming, had to get rid of it. And Brooks is not the tallest DB, right? But
no, it's all
when you're position.
Yeah, position's great. That was a good ball under pressure, too.
Yeah.
Despain's really impressed me. I think Morgan's going to do really well this year in their classification, in their region.
Won the state championship in 19. Last year lost it. Had a bunch of guys who couldn't play in that title game. Lost to 3 to Juab. And now, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there was
21-14,
I believe,
3A.
the final last year. Juab got him by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Throwback, set up here. For
Forgot the football. Just turned to make him football move, trying to get the yak yards there on that screen, and just turned his head and left it.
I don't know the defensive coordinator for Snow Canyon, but he's feeling himself tonight. He's animated.
Would have been a nice little gainer on 3rd down to set up something for 4th.
Love to see
Instead,
that.
it's 4th and a long way to go for Morgan.
Love to see coaches with all that passion and excitement, and that's what it's all about.
Whether it's about a drone or a great play.
James Thompson is the DC now here.
Yeah. His defenses play real well tonight.
I remember watching James. I believe he played for the Zion Lions and the Dixie Rebel semi-pro team for a while.
Yeah.
Great player back in the day.
4th and a long way to go. Despain looking for a miracle. He's going to throw it. Got a guy and a 1st down. Too much room, cushion there.
Oh, my goodness,
and
guys.
an easy throw and a catch, right?
So
Couple
after
yards past the 1st down.
Defensively, you're taught once you are in coverage, after about 3 seconds, you go find the nearest man and you go cover him. You don't have to stay in that zone. You don't cover grass.
1st and 10. Great play by Despain on 4th down. Throws it to the pylon. Incomplete. Good defense by Snow Canyon that time.
They're doing it again. Why not roll them to the field? Use that space.
It went short side. Ball was snapped on that right hash, but
let's just know where to go over there. It's just so tight. Yeah.
Middle receiver, he had 2 kind of in the same area, but the ball had already come out to the front pylon. This has got to. This has got to be a score situation pretty quick, because you still got to use the defense and the timeouts to get a stop and get the ball back down 20-7. You're down 13.
They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Short throw. Was it picked?
I think
intercepted by a defensive lineman.
I think he timed it, jumped it, and caught it.
Amazing.
But Snow Canyon trying to get the Morgan player off, and now there's a little extracurricular activity.
Was that Kyle Kennedy, the left D end, just making a great reaction play? We'll see what happens here on the call.
Senior, little 6-foot senior, just kind of
great play.
Yeah, that's hard to time.
Offensive pass interference on the right tackle.
But again, guys, look at there's no room to throw the football on that side of the field.
You're throwing in a phone booth, and it goes right to the D end. You don't see that often.
There's no need to take kids off the pile or whatever. You always get flagged. If you come over and push a kid off somebody, you're always going to get flagged.
Well, and then the retaliation might get – they might have bailed out. It might be offsetting, though, because the retaliation came.
You're just going to always –
So offsetting, both of them personal fouls. So you go on the pile, but then you react back.
Well, he was making a tackle, and then, of course, he's probably upset because it's –
You want to celebrate the interception, right?
Yeah. I totally get it. I was a player once.
So that might have been Kennedy making the Appliance Wholesalers Plus play of the game, guys. We got to put that one in the hat. That's a huge play.
That's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
If you're and all Snow Canyon's going to do right now, run the football.
Yep. Work some clock here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now Morgan's got to get a quick stop, hope to try to score. Now they're down to maybe an onside kick. They just only have 5:03 left on the game clock here in the fourth.
You got to bring some dudes and run a lot of run blitz stuff here.
Johnson, Jensen in the backfield. They got an H-back as well in this formation. Dead ball flag from the far side line judge.
What's that Crimson score, Devin?
Crimson is leading, but Spanish Fork is inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. I'll keep you posted.
Oh.
And Spanish Fork just scored.
I think we got a flag on the Morgan coach. Had something to say to the referees.
Yeah, Coach Barlow's pretty fired up over there.
15-yard penalty for Snow Canyon.
Was he mad about the retaliation call?
I think he was mad that his kid was called after he was hit or thrown off, you know. It's just emotional.
Yeah, because Morgan's come in here and played pretty much toe-to-toe here.
Yeah.
But this second half, they just have not been able to score. Their only score came right there at the end of the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson pulls the read, gets out to the sideline for a 5-yard gain. 4:53 on the clock as they'll bring in Coulter Stewart.
So with Spanish Fork scoring, to answer your question, Coach, I believe Crimson leads 25-14 right now.
Now, Coach Lou is calling a good game tonight.
Yeah, they only gave up 17 last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, offensively, though, really doing a really good job on the road.
Well, we talked about it on the show today, Andy and I. We said, hey, if Crimson's offense scores 20-24, probably enough, because that defense is underrated. They've got 30 seniors finally in their third year, so Crimson's finally got those sophomores.
I don't know if they're underrated. I think a lot of people know they're the real deal.
Well, but everybody's talking about Pineview, and everybody's talking about.
Well, they should be.
Yeah,
because
they're the real deal.
They're the real deal offensively and defensively. But you know, Crimson as a upcomer, you know, they're building a good thing over there. They got a lot of good players. Their sophomore class is loaded.
Speaking of Pineview, they're up 28-0. They are pitching the shutout tonight on Highland.
Pass over the middle, pulls it out. Good read once again by Hunter, throwing it over the middle, complete for Preston Fry, and a fabulous Freddy's first down.
Fry's a senior. That's Landon's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And
first
good
catch in
of the
traffic
night.
right there.
Yeah. I don't know if Preston wants to be referred to as Landon's little brother, but it's his.
I know my brother never wanted to be.
No. No. He's his own man now.
That's right.
Of course, Landon graduated up at the U playing baseball. The thing I loved about Landon Fry playing quarterback last 2 years here for Coach Esplin is you knew his ticket was to the next level, but he loved the game, and so he came out and flung it around and ended up having a nice career. Won 10 games last year. Went 10-2, the Warriors did.
They had a great season last year.
1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He'll give it to Jensen, who's swallowed up.
Big 7'7", Aiden Thompson. Only junior.
Stay tuned for our Johnson Pediatrics post-game show. We'll name our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game, as well as our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game. And unless Snow Canyon decides to do something crazy here and get us to the big score dessert, we're going to be a little bit short.
Yeah, they need
but
one more score and we get it.
Region 10 has several teams who have already accomplished that feat.
Yeah, and we're gonna honor that, even though because there's so many road games tonight.
Here's Johnson flinging it deep. He's going for Hill.
In and out of his hands.
And I think,
I
think Cameron may have knocked it away.
Yeah, I think he pulled. I think he caught it at first, and then he played the hands. I tell you what, I'm impressed with both teams' corner play. Yep, he pulled that arm away, that left arm.
Hit his elbow right in.
Because Hill was starting to separate.
Time.
That's really all he could do was when he was coming down waist high was rip that left hand out.
Here's the thing that these receivers have to understand. If you stack, once you get past the corner, you got to stack him. So then now you can determine the speed. And so you can kind of slow down and then burst at the last second, make that catch because you put him behind you.
It was a pretty good ball there by Hunter Johnson.
It was.
3rd and long. Throws it short, complete.
I'm surprised they're throwing the ball this much, to be honest.
I think you're trying to put it away on ice. I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little too conservative and trying to get one more first down to ice this thing.
I always like to just beat it down your throat when you're up 2 scores. And
well, I don't mind taking a shot here. I mean, they've got all their timeouts.
I get it.
There's still 3:25 to go. I like the aggressive play calling here.
I just think with your defense playing as well as they've played all night.
Bend but don't break, I would say. For
and it's not like Morgan's scoring it.
I think a part of it is Snow Canyon is completely different than they've been, right? They're not going to run. They haven't been able to run the ball. And I don't know if they want Hunter Johnson pulling it out and taking hits as well. So I think it's just a part of how they are this year.
Well, now you got a 4th and 9. So we'll see what they do. So would you punt it here?
Pin them deep, not a bad call. You took the shot, you didn't get it.
Or do you pooch punt it here? Have your quarterback just back up and pooch punt and just play field position?
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I don't think you go for it on 4th and 9.
Not here.
Hunter Johnson's stat line tonight, 17-25, $166, 2 touchdowns. He's rushed at 11 for 81. Devin Jensen ran the ball pretty well tonight. He's also caught 6 out of the backfield in his debut.
We'll see if Johnson is going to pooch it. No, he's going to throw it. And he throws it complete.
Got the fabulous Freddy's first down.
They got it.
And a great route by Warner. Great awareness. Turns around, gets it by 2 yards, and keeps the drive alive. Wow, I'm surprised.
Drake Kelly tonight's had a big game. 9.5 tackles plus an interception. 7 solos, 5 assists. Kind of leading the defense tonight. 27 lead, 13-point lead, and now 3-14. You got a fresh set of downs, and that play pretty much sealed it, guys.
I mean, he took a gamble and they converted. So give him credit.
Here's the handoff to Jensen. Ball's lobbed, picked up, and he's got a chance. Johnson's going to track him down and drag him by the butt pad.
We might have spoke too soon, but Hunter Johnson may have just saved the day, guys.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you kind of pretend you fumble the ball forward.
Yeah,
one of your other teammates pick it up.
That's the second fumble of the night for Devin Jensen, just trying to get that
right here
handoff, and that is a touchdown-saving tackle.
Both teams have not given up, even on the draw play, right?
Ty Wheeler. Was it Ty Wheeler that scooped and took off with it for Morgan? And now they've got a little bit of new life here from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they got to score quick because they're still down 2.
2:56 on the clock.
That changes everything, though.
Yeah, we'll see what.
It makes it a lot more interesting, at least.
To Spain.
Sure. I don't think Snow Canyon
Looking
fans
to
want
the
to
short
see.
side of the field. Throws a bullet. Looking for a hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Instead, they'll call an incomplete pass.
Man, they love that short side of the field. If you're playing Morgan this year, I would just play your defense to the boundary all night.
I love that play call. He didn't catch it before you.
Thinking about the next pitch, probably, right?
Yeah.
And the deflection was almost intercepted. You know, sometimes turnovers breed turnovers. We nearly saw one right there.
I think you got to go up top here, throw it to 6, throw it to these big receivers outside, and
take your chances.
Here's Despain. He's looking that way and then looks the other way. Throws it incomplete. Great play once again. Logan Mendenhall, been a ball hawk tonight, knocks that one away.
He's played well tonight.
Peyton Brooks was the intended receiver for the Trojans. You know, throwing on the run again, but undercutting that was Mendenhall and just barely tipped it.
3rd and 10 coming up for Despain, running out of chances. Down 2 scores here in the 4th quarter on your We Win Injury Law scoreboard.
Who do you think they're looking at here?
Whiting.
Yeah. I got to get him loose.
Where is Whiting?
I don't think he's on the field. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Here he goes, Despain.
Gassed or nicked.
Looking right. He's got a guy wide open. He's going to overthrow him. That would have been 6. He had Robbie Cameron open the whole way down the field.
He had a 5-yard separation, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, Whiting, 17 catches, 101 yards, and I'm wondering if he's just gassed because he was not on the field.
I don't even think he was an eligible receiver if he went out of bounds. I don't know if he was forced out or what, but he was out of bounds and then came back in.
2:40 left.
4th down for Despain. Here we go. Snow Canyon sends people. Rockwell can't get the sack. Despain's going to pull it down, get the first down.
Barely.
Man, he kind of curled outside and almost
think he got it.
Almost didn't get it, but yeah, I think he got
There's
enough.
A stout tackle by Brooks Esplin right at the sticks.
Well, why? You know, the thing is too is when you get to the stick, just go forward.
Yeah.
You know, don't stop your
momentum.
momentum.
Tried to go around the defender.
Yeah.
And it almost costed him. We'll see here on the replay.
He kind of stops, and I mean,
I like how aggressive Esplin is, though. He comes up for
that
5'11", 175.
He's going to get a lot of penalties called on him this year, but you're going to take those penalties because that kid plays hard. Yep.
Yes.
Bent him in half on that tackle.
Hard not to like the way he came up and tried to fight.
He is feisty.
By the way, the most receptions in Utah history in a game is 20. Jordan High player in 2009 against Alta. His name was Braden Hammond.
1st and 10 to Spain. Gonna run it.
Might as well.
And gets to the sideline out of bounds. Good job pulling it down and getting a lot of room there. 1st and 10 inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. There is a flag thrown at the 25-yard line.
He's probably holding again.
And they have been killed by penalties inside the red zone tonight.
Yeah.
And it'll go 10 yards back.
Well, with all that pressure that Snow Canyon's bringing, those big guys, you know, after a while, they, you know, it's hard to block for that long.
Absolutely. 2nd and 20 from from Snow Canyon's 35-yard line. And the Trojans need something fast.
Crimson is all of a sudden in a dogfight, guys. 4:53 to go. Mustangs clinging to a 25-22 lead. So Spanish Fork has scored 2 possessions in a row to cut that to a field goal. We'll keep you posted.
Despain throws it underneath. They got blockers, little tunnel screen, well drawn up to Levi Millward to get a big chunk on 2nd down.
That gets most of it back, right? And so now you got 3rd down and manageable here.
2:05 and counting on the Nets on Fire clock. They've got to hurry because that clock is ticking. 3rd down for Despain, who's had an awesome game, but only 1 score on the night. Rolling out to the left, throws it low, and it is caught.
Wow.
Amazing catch, but maybe an even better throw. He is so good at fitting those tight windows on the sideline.
I did not think this was caught. Oh, yes. Nice.
Amazing
catch.
Great mitts.
Great job on the camera work, whoever's on that.
Absolutely. That's CEC TV. They're pros. Lucky to have them.
That was great camera work.
Here's Despain rolling out to the right.
Step up.
Scoots backwards and then comes up again. Had a guy for a second.
They're
Threw
going to call a hold again.
And in the backfield, once again, they're just snake bitten as he gets out of the pocket. These plays take, 6 seconds, and the lineman
Let me
grabs
just
somebody.
say something here. The offensive lineman was in good position, and then when Despain went outside, all he had to do was stop right there, stay inside his tackle, and nothing would have happened. So what's happening is the tackle doesn't know where his quarterback's running to. Watch the replay here. So as he rolls out here, 52's got the hit's perfect. He just got to step up and stay in that pocket, and that's what happens there. He just reaches and grabs. He's just trying to make a play.
He doesn't know where his quarterback is at in his defense.
He's just trying to make a play for his QB, and QB's got to help him out there.
It'll be first and goal from the 25-yard line, a familiar position to be in for the Trojans. We'll have a timeout on the field brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. We'll take the timeout. 45-second break. We'll be back with the rest of this one right after this on ESPN 97.7.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3。
Get our curve in. And there's the final.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Careful.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
We're back to Spain, throwing it over the middle, almost intercepted by Logan Mendenhall there on first and forever. Incomplete. 1:24 left in the fourth. 20-7 on your We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Snow Canyon with the lead. Would take a miracle for the Trojans to do something here, but they at least want to get one score. And they've battled. They've been in the red zone a lot, just haven't been able to convert. We'll see if they wing it down into the end zone here on second down. Despain throws it short, trying to set up the hook and ladder again. This time it works. He's thrown down. Is that Esplin again?
No,
that's Rockwell.
Yeah, it was Rockwell with the put him to the floor, get floored, big hit.
Tremendous. Looked like Diamond Dallas Page throwing him to the turf.
WWE Raw tonight, wasn't it? Maybe he's got it TiVo'd, DVR'd. Anybody use TiVo anymore?
That's a dangerous play, by the way.
Yeah, it could have been a body slam penalty.
I mean,
it would be unnecessary
if his helmet,
roughness.
unnecessary roughness is if his head hits the turf first there.
We got another timeout here on third down. Appreciate Scott Gibson and the Scott Gibson team.
Yeah. Looking for cash out refi. They got loans for that. Utah High School football defending state champ Skyview Bobcats got a little fight on their hands with Bonneville tonight. They lead 28-18 midway through the fourth quarter.
What's that Orem score?
Orem, I got it.
I got to ask Devin. He's got the controls. They have Maple Mountain tonight or something like that?
Aren't they going for their 5th straight state championship, which would tie the all-time state record?
And they're loaded again this year.
Yeah. Let me find
Third goal from the 18 for Despain. Trying to dial it up here. Rolls left. Flings it into the arms of Snow Canyon. That's an interception, and he's going to take it back past the 30-yard line, and Despain just threw it right to him for the pick, and that'll do it.
Yep. Put it on ice. Snow Canyon's going to go to 2-0. It didn't come easy, though. His Morgan team fought to the bitter end.
They did. They played hard.
They're going to win a lot of games this season once they get in region play.
Yeah, they got to clean up the penalties a little bit. And
Despain's going to have a couple picks on his line tonight, but the kid's got moxie. And, he only missed 4 passes in the entire first half. Second half, a little bit more difficult. Didn't help that Whiting wasn't in these last couple series. By the way, you asked on that Orem score?
Yeah.
68-0, they beat Mountain View tonight.
That was Braden Jones on the pick. I couldn't see if it was
Jonesy.
Esplin or Jones, but
My
that was
guy.
Jones.
Love Coach Jones.
And
Did I
victory
mention
formation
Pineview
for
was
Snow
one in that?
Canyon.
Yeah, Pineview's
35-0.
pitching a shutout, huh?
Yep. That Crimson game's gotten all of a sudden tight. Desert Hills is winning. Cedar just gave the lead back to Juab. That's a close one down the stretch. We'll have all the finals in our Region 10 wrap-up show. Martin Kelly will join us from the studio.
Crimson trying to run that 4-minute offense to eat clock and get out of there with a win.
Yeah. That'd be a nice road win for them, especially with that common opponent, how Cedar lost so big.
Yeah, and I think Spanish Fork is a great matchup. Like, I think that they're right there, right, with, you know.
You know, people are going to look and say Snow Canyon beat Morgan, smaller classification, 20-7 is going to be the final score, but I think there's a lot of room for growth, especially what I saw in the trenches tonight for Coach Espin. You got to remember, this is a young, new offensive line, new defensive line. You know, they lost so many seniors in the trenches. I think that's something that we're going to see a lot of improvements as the season progresses for this Warrior team. But they got a lot of skill position kids. I'm impressed with their DBs. Their secondary and their backers played great tonight.
I think their secondary is going to keep them in a lot of games.
Yeah.
I really do. And their linebackers play really well.
Big win for Snow Canyon at home. They moved to 2-0, win 22-7 over Morgan. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our Johnson Pediatrics post-game show right after this on your home for Region 10 football, ESPN 97.7.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear? Next, Miss Calindris. He'll be on the SWAT team, the best SWAT team. Did a fantastic situation.
I was going to talk to you last time.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Post game tonight brought to you by Dr. Cody Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Makes your kids feel right at home with all their kids' dental needs. Always go in there and ask for the new patient special. The cleaning, the exam, the x-rays, always one low price at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Coach, really good win. We're going to have some second half highlights for our television audience. We can roll those in the truck. Marcus, James, Warren, everybody doing a great job. Replays all night brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt. We didn't get the big score dessert in this one tonight, but we've got 25 points in a bunch of other Region 10 games. So you can head over to Yogurtland after the game for the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. And there's a nice little play. This was early in the third quarter. Will Warren was his only catch of the night, but 52 yards right there. And that got the offense going. And here's the trickeration. You got to love it.
Yeah. That's the best when the running back gets to throw a touchdown pass. He's like, what's so hard about this?
Despain had a really good first half. Walked into a sack there. Hello. Nice job. Bring it down to Spain, whose line will not look as good after the second half. But I think he's a promising young junior quarterback for this Morgan Trojan team. Pick right there. Nice pick. And a fumble. And they did force some turnovers. That was
Ty Wheeler falling on that one, making a great play.
He had 2 fumble recoveries.
Yeah, that's right. He had one in that first quarter.
You'll see the other one.
This was a huge play to get them down the field. Both teams never quit. You saw 2 guys today look like they were going to score, and they got caught from behind.
Hunter Johnson, 81 on the ground tonight from the quarterback position. How about this? Brooks Esplin, touchdown Warriors.
Nice catch.
Put those strobe lights on. To Spain, dropping back, going over the middle. And a nice little catch. A lot of the underneath stuff, Snow Canyon was giving that to Tate Nelson and Whiting all night long.
Mm-hmm. This is a great play by the corner.
Brooks Esplin.
Right in his pocket.
Mm-hmm. Whiting threw it tonight a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his final line, 35 of 55.
Yeah, that play right there, there was like 3rd and forever. And this play.
That was our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game right there.
Yep.
Interception by Kyle Kennedy. It's easier than you think by direct at AWP. This was a 4th down conversion for the Warriors.
That's where I was thinking maybe they'd pooch punt, but they gambled. Here's again, looks like he's clear, and then good hustle from behind.
You could name that.
That could
Hunter
be.
Johnson tackle as a play of the game nominee too.
Yeah. This Morgan team played hard though. They just didn't go away. That Esplin kid, I tell you what, that kid's going to be. He's not going to have a lot of friends in the region.
But he's just a junior.
Yeah, he's going to be tough.
Yeah, like the way he brings it every night.
That's a heck of a catch there.
Yeah, catch on the sideline, just keeping that foot in bounds.
Mm-hmm.
But right there, when it's 20-7 here late, Morgan just couldn't punch it in. Interception. And the Warriors would seal the deal on that IT. We could name that as our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, there was a few plays there for sure.
Yeah, I like that pick by the DN, though, baby.
Yeah, you don't get many of those, and he read the quarterback's eyes and jumped that. It was almost like a zone blitz, right? He kind of fell off of it.
Great shots by our camera. Let's go down to the 3rd member of our crew. Jacob's been roaming the sidelines all night long. 20-7, the final on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Jacob, what did you see tonight? How was the energy from Snow Canyon being down on the field?
The energy was great in this one, Devin. Rare in high school to see a close game ended 20-7. That is rare at this level, but the energy was absolutely insane, especially on 2 deciding plays. The third quarter, the run, the catch and run, yard after catch. Will Warner went 50-plus yards, and then the same amount of yards as Hunter Johnson, the keeper, in the fourth quarter. Both of those sitting in the stands had the crowd absolutely roaring.
Yeah, we just saw both those plays on our highlight package. This is the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Warriors are now 2-0, Carl. They were picked down a little bit in the region preseason poll, but they're off to the start they wanted. Beating Cypress, now beating a tough 3A team in Morgan that played in the state championship last year. And I feel like this team has got still a lot of things that they can do to clean up some mistakes and get better. Penalties tonight. Morgan actually got in a little bit more trouble than Snow Canyon. Snow Canyon only 6 for 65, but I'm sure they want to clean that up even more. Morgan, 19 penalties tonight for 165 yards. That also hurt them on the road. Tough to come down against a bigger school and have that many penalties and penalty yards.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to tell right now who's going to be the leader in the region. And, every team's working on something, whether it's on the offensive side of the ball or defensive side of the ball. My thing is this: if you can run the football and you can play good, sound defense, you're going to be in every game. And I thought Snow Canyon did enough to win tonight. It wasn't huge flashes, but I think, offensively they're going to have to score more points if they're going to win in this region, because this region likes to put up a lot of points. And, but their defense is going to keep them in the game. Like I said, I like their secondary. I like their linebackers and the way they play. That offensive line, as young as they are going to come around. They got some good pieces. It's just about managing those pieces, and I would like to see a little bit more explosiveness on offense. It's a little benign for me. I think they can open it up a little bit more if they want. I think those kids can handle it. They got a lot of athletes on that side of the field.
Obviously, lots still to do. Carl, let's do this. Let's name our Ernie's to Sinclair Station, owned and operated by our friends at Das Trucking. For years, it's been Das Trucking. We switched it this year. So Ernie's to Sinclair Station, player of the game. Of course, they deliver you the best chicken strips in the West. Fuel up, grab a snack, get your rewards cards at Ernie's with locations in St. George on the top of the boulevard, Hurricane Cedar, and the original location off exit 112 in Beaver. Man, you look at the defense only giving up 7 tonight. We can run down a little bit of the defensive stats, but Drake Kelly, we called his name a lot in this one tonight. In the stats, I have 9.5 tackles, but it felt more than that tonight, and he had the interception early in the first half.
Well, and it's a tough stat to see how many balls were thrown in his direction. I wouldn't know those stats, but I just felt like he was all over the field tonight in run support. Just playing his role, but playing it really, really well, and again to seal it there at the end was fantastic.
Hard to ignore Hunter Johnson again, 20 of 29, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's only because the one other passing touchdown came on a little trickeration. I love the trickeration. It was the double pass to the running back, and then the running back throws it to Jake Hill. Jake Hill's second consecutive week, he scored a touchdown. Logan Mendenhall caught another touchdown. To me, it comes down to, if you just want to go offense tonight with Hunter Johnson, again, showing he's capable and efficient at running this offense as a first-year starter in his junior year. But I think only giving up the 7, I'd probably lean Drake Kelly tonight, because I felt like we called his name a ton.
Yeah, I think Drake definitely was the offensive guy. The quarterback play wasn't terrible, and it wasn't great. It was just, it was good enough to win tonight. Like I said, I think offensively they need to figure a few things out. I think they can attack more down the field. Like I said, they got athletes, so attack down the field a little bit more. I don't think you can play too close to the vest in this region, and they got one more warm-up game, right? So
yep, Snow Canyon does. They'll play next week against Ridgeline.
Okay, so they got Ridgeline, which is in our classification, and they're usually right there at the end of the year, like in the quarterfinals and such. So that's where you kind of have to open things up. I wouldn't, you just got to you got to run the plays you're going to run in the season, and then you add to it, obviously, but it's just getting that rhythm and getting that trust, quarterback to receivers. And I think Snow Canyon can put more points on the board if they can really push the envelope a little bit.
Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. If we were to name one for Morgan, let's do, because we were so impressed with Whiting tonight. Jackson Whiting, the senior wide receiver, actually was only 3 catches off the state record for catches in a game, which is 20. And I felt like maybe he was in there late, but they didn't go to him in the last 2 series at all.
Yeah,
he had a chance to set the record.
It looked like Snow Canyon played a little matchup zone with him. They played the linebacker. They walled him off, but then carried him to the second level, and they played a safety over top of him a little bit more there late, just not allowing him to really have any clean looks. And so credit Snow Canyon for that late in the game, and they made that adjustment. But that kid was unreal, right? He's that security blanket, and made a lot of catches tonight. He's going to have to get a new pair of gloves. Those things are wore out.
Again, final 20-7. Didn't get the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert in this game, but Pineview put up 35. In fact, 35-0. Pineview goes to 2-0. That game we had on 890 KDXU. So even if you were listening to our broadcast tonight, you can still go take advantage, head over to Yogurtland right now till close, and you can get the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. They're paying for it. Hope I'll see you there. It's kind of on my way home, so we'll get over there and enjoy. I think Crimson just went final and beat Spanish Fort 25-22.
They held on. They held on.
Yeah, they were up 25 to, I believe it was 25-10, or was it 25?
It was 25-7.
25-7.
I think there were, what was it, 15 points scored in the fourth quarter for Spanish Fort.
Right.
So,
they must have got a 2 on that last try.
Yeah.
And so Crimson Cliffs has won tonight. Desert Hills winning big 38-7. That one's now gone final. Well, there's 10 seconds left. Clock's ticking, so that one's about to go final. Austin Turnbow's at least caught 2, and I think he might have 2 interceptions tonight. So Desert Hills is going to go to 2-0. Again, we'll have all the finals and scores for you in our Region 10 wrap-up show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. But final thoughts on this before we wrap up our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game report. Carl, size up what you've seen in Region, with not even knowing all the final scores tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? It looks like it's going to be another fun season.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of evenly matched teams. And what I mean by even is there's like teams like Pineview right now, and Desert Hills are probably the 2 leading dogs in the region, if I had to guess right now. But, when we get into region play, like I said, Dixie usually takes a few games to get on a roll, and then, Coach Monkers has them ready to go once region starts. And these coaches know each other so well that it's very difficult to win in this region. I've said it all along. We battle and battle and battle down here, and there's a lot of great talent down here. In southern Utah, there's a lot of great talent all around this area, and it's spread out pretty evenly. And you could see that every Friday night. This Friday nights in St. George, Utah, are fun to go to. There are a lot of evenly matched games. The intensity is high. You get 4,000 fans out for these things, and it's just an incredible atmosphere, and I've been blessed to be a part of it for so many years.
Again, our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I kind of wanted to give it to Kyle Kennedy tonight. The defensive end with the interception. What great reaction time.
Heck yeah.
And then we went with Drake Kelly leading the way, had an interception, and I think he had right there 9.5, 10 tackles tonight. And when you only give up 7 points, and gosh, they threw it 55 times tonight. I think the strength, we touched on, I think the strength of this Snow Canyon team tonight at least was that secondary.
I think it's their defense. Offensively, again, like I said, they'll have to take some chances.
New quarterback, new running back, new line.
I think Nowatzki does a great job. I think sometimes he can open it up even more. I'm saying, hey Tim, it's okay, man, open it up, let it fly, because I think you have some of the personnel to be able to do that.
They did take that shot in the first half and almost got it, but
yeah.
Tim, I got you, man. You ran a trick play tonight, so you're good with me. I love the trickeration.
I
baby.
called it first though. I already read it. So
hey, shout out to our CEC TV crew. We were coming at you on Snow Canyon Warrior.net TV as well tonight, and we'll be back. Our next TV broadcast will be Pineview here against Snow Canyon on October the 9th.
Okay.
That'll be the next time we'll have the triple cast for you, presented by Ideal Home and Paint. Thanks to Dr. Cody Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, for bringing you the post-game show. We'll say goodnight to our television and online audience. If you want more on this game and all the scores, go to your radio, sportsradio977.com. You can hit listen live. You can download the mobile app, or if you're local, you can just turn on 97.7 ESPN. And we're going to break down all the games, try to get you as many stats as we can, try to get you a couple interviews from either coaches or some of the other announcers we had working some other games. And Martin Kelly will host from back in the TDS studios. And it was fun bringing the game. Good to have you in the booth tonight.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
And Andy's
Appreciate
down
it.
doing some post-game. Watch our Twitter feed and watch sportsradio977.com a little bit later on tonight. We're going to get you a quick hitter highlight package from as many of the games as we can. So if you're out on social media later tonight, we'll get you some highlights from all the Region 9 games as well. So watch for that. Facebook.com/Devin Dixon Show, @Dev Dixon on Twitter, or again, sportsradio977.com. Next week, our TV game will be Pineview hosting Park City. So we'll be over at Panther Stadium. And that will be the game we'll have for you right here on CEC TV, ESPN Radio. So we hope you join us next Friday night for that one. Panthers 2-0 after their win tonight, the preseason favorites.
And they're starting to put some points up, and that's got to scare some people.
Yep. And we'll have more on that game in our Region 10 wrap-up show. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. The final one more time for you on the We Win Injury Loss Scoreboard. Snow Canyon, it's a great day to be a Warrior, 20-7 over Morgan. We'll take a timeout. We'll say goodnight to our TV audience on radio. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with the Region 10 wrap-up show.